Big shout out to everyone watching the Jrod on point. We are here. We are live. How everyone doing today? Big shout out to Jay in the chat. Jay in the chat. How everyone doing? We are here. Today's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be a little different. Today is a IRL. I want to talk about the true crime trending topics. I think it's gonna be a good idea to talk about what's going on out there right now, you know, and we'll update each other in what's going on in the true crime community. Today is a little special day. Today we're gonna have an open door policy. It's a new show. So might as well let's do a little something different. So it's gonna be something just for this type of shows. Again, this is True Crime Trending Topics with Jrod on Point, episode number 101. So, how everyone doing today? We're gonna talk about what you want to talk about. We are going to talk about what you want to talk about in true crime. I got my own topics that I want to talk about. It's a lot of things going on, it's a lot of new things going on. Things are happening as we speak. And we're probably going to be able to update ourselves of what's going on in the true crime community as we speak. And I think it's going to be a good situation where we have dinner. And have a conversation about what's going on in true crime. There's a lot of things going on, not just in now. In the Idaho fall, it's been very quiet about the Kiely Rodni case. Karen Reed is in full effect. The Diddy trial just started. Big U on the West Coast, Big U Enterprises, Rico is going on. He want to go to pre-trial, and none of his representative lawyers want to go to. They want to postpone it and wait until later. Take a little time to prepare. Big U said no, the heck with that. Let's get it. Let's get the show on the road. A little bit of that and a little bit of this. We're gonna be talking about it today. Hopefully, everybody in the chat gets comfy because we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna spend time having a true crime conversation. Make sure everyone hit the Cash App, the On Point Family. It helps this channel, this family grow. And it's very, very, very appreciated. Thank you so much. And please make sure you click like, subscribe, and share the content. It's very important. It's like, it's for free. Do it for me. Big shout out to Jane. Big shout out to Saucy. Thank you for being here. Very so much appreciated. So let me know in the chat. Those in the chat, those that are watching, don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's an open chat today. You only have to wait 60 seconds to just hit the subscribe button, wait 60 seconds and come in, pop up, talk your shit, make sure you don't get blocked. We got the link on top for whoever want to come and talk their shit and all that. We're here to do it. We're here to have a good IRL live stream. Be here for a while. True crime trending topics. We are gonna talk about what you want to talk about. Yep. Big shout out to everyone. Again, remember it's gonna be a different live stream today. We're just gonna kick it, fall back, relax, and enjoy the show. It seems that the Diddy trial just concluded the festivities for today. We got Tissa Tails having a conversation about it. Let's see what Tissa Tails had to say about big shout out to Tissa Tails. Big shout out to Tissa Tails. Let's see what let's start with what's going on with the let's start today's live stream with the Diddy trial. Let's see what's going on with that. Let's see what's going on with that. Big shout out to Tissa Tails. We're just gonna play a little bit of it, just a little bit of it, just to hang out, show love, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, big shout out to Tissa Tails. It hit different. So we're gonna be listening to Tissa Tails to see what you got to say today about the Diddy trial. She's live right now as we speak.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Y'all already know I went to the Diddy trial. Shout out to, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Victoria. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the Tissa Tails. Y'all, I went to Diddy's trial, so you don't have to. I took so many notes to break down what's going on. Where do y'all want to start? Listen, tomorrow I'm going to be going live in the morning, in the afternoon, and I'll go live right outside the courthouse as soon as the trial is over. I might even start sneaking out and giving y'all updates and coming back. It was a YouTube.
Make sure y'all go click like, subscribe to Tissa Tails. It's very important to support our fellow content creators. Make sure y'all go click like, subscribe, and share their content. Big shout out to Tissa Tails.
Reunion. Do y'all know that memes make it make sense? Baby, we actually started off doing reality TV panels together, and now we were both looking at each other. He's a cutie patootie, right? We were both looking at each other at the Diddy trial. Life is crazy. Shout out to memes. Make it make sense. Okay, so where do I start? Let me pull out my notebook. Look how many notes I took for y'all. It was wild in there. And here's the thing, okay? Let me just jump right into the testimony. First of all, let's talk about the opening statements, okay? The prosecutor's opening statement was, when I say it was long, when I said it was meandering, and she was talking at a pace like this, like she was speaking to children, and not 5-year-olds, but 3-year-olds that are in trouble. She was talking like this. And I was like, I felt like when I watch my audiobooks, the way I slow it down, or that's not true. Y'all know me. I speed my audiobooks up. Every audiobook I listen to or podcast is at 1.5, 1.75. I'm like, come on, give me the information. She seemed like she put her stuff into 0.75, 0.60. It was chopped and screwed and not in a good way. I was already jet lagged, so I was literally dozing off. I felt like I was in college again at the one professor, just dozing off, okay? But there's more, okay? So then the defense came up. Tenny Garagos gave the opening statement. Okay, so the prosecution was like, yo, this person is a sex trafficker. He has racketeering. It is violence. It's not just Cassie. Spoiler alert, victim 3 is not testifying. That is largely to be believed to be Gina by me, because Judge Arun, who was actually pretty good, Judge
Which I think about that third victim. Is she just like don't want to testify because she just don't want to bother her life with it? But again, if you're gonna do that, why even start, or why even borrow yourself to be in the middle of of the beginning of some court stuff? Like, why you gonna even put yourself as a victim in a situation that you're not gonna follow through? Or did these people got to her, paying a little bit on the table, and disappear in the wind? I don't know. Big shout out to Tissa. Tell us more. Tissa, please, Tissa, tell us more.
Judge Arun was like, Judge Arun is, I didn't know what to think about him because I do know that he is young. And when I say inexperienced, it doesn't mean he's stupid. He's very well educated. He used to clerk for a Supreme Court justice. However, you got to know about the legal finesse. The thing is, they had somebody on Diddy's staff. Diddy now has two black lawyers. One black guy, he has a bald head. His name is Xavier. And the other woman, I don't know why I can't figure out her name. Excuse me, her name slips my mind. But they had two black counsel. Oddly enough, Diddy, it was the 6-pack of white women, which were the prosecutors, according to Diddy's team. Then it was the prosecutors, paralegals. There were 3 of them. This is second row. Then it was an expert witness with glasses. It was that girl, the new one, the black woman, and then it was a black guy, Xavier. And then it was Mark Agnifilio, who literally looked like Chicken Little with his new haircut. And get this, I was falling asleep at trial 2, but I could have sworn I saw Mark Agnifilio falling asleep at trial 2. It got boring for a second, right? But don't matter because I was there for the whole 8 hours. I'll tell you what happened. So anyway, it was Mark Agnifilio. Then it was Tinny Garagos. Diddy and Tinny Garagos are like this, but I think that's because Diddy knows Tinny. Because don't forget, Mark Garagos and Diddy are like this. That's the one that may or may not be counsel. So it was Mark Agnifilio in the third row, Tinny Garagos, Diddy. Then it was the other girl, the Shapiro girl, and like some other girl that just came on. I don't know her name. So that's who was there. Okay. Now, Diddy's family was in the second row. They should have been in the first row, but I think first row was like for court officers overflow. They were in the second row. Okay. The girls had like slick back buns, parted in the middle, the twins. Chance, she dyed her hair auburn. She was wearing white. The girls had black. So they were all, the whole family was wearing black and white. So they were still color coordinating. Christian, he was just sitting there looking lost, wearing black. Justin, he is not 3 apples high. They came up to me. Well,
Man, that's why y'all going to all wearing black, color coordinated, like y'all going to a funeral. Come on, man. You're just going to court.
not to me, but they came up in my area to go when they were doing something with the court thing. I saw Sarah too. Everybody was there and people were getting too close. And I was like, do they not know I got undercover security? And my man, thank you to my man. Do y'all not know there's undercover security sitting here watching? Right? So I felt free. I was like, do with that what you will. I felt free, right? Because I know I had somebody from the corner looking out for me. But, right? So anyway, Justin had on a white button down, black sweater, some shades. Misa had on blonde boho, platinum blonde boho. You know, that's her signature. Oh, Mama Combs had on platinum too. Quincy was sitting up straight. His hair is short, Caesar, dyed platinum. Christian was in all black, dressed in all black like the omen. Who else was there? Oh, Dana Tran was there. She didn't have the baby, I don't believe, but I believe Dana Tran was there. She's getting a little gray in her hair. I guess she's getting worried. Who else was there? Misa had a walker. And I said, actually, Jamie said this. Shout out to Jamie up in Ghana having the time of her life. She was like, how does Misa have a walker, but you sue a Mary J. Blige? Like, when did this happen? Okay. What else can I tell you? Oh, so Diddy turned around and waved to the kids. So Mark Agnifilio, before we even get into the witnesses, right? Mark Agnifilio they were doing the jury selection and they were like, no, we strike juror 43, this and that. Mark Agnifilio, I believe, tried to do something really cute. And by cute, I mean, he was trying to be slick. He literally struck another juror out the jury pool, but Maureen Comey, that's James Comey's daughter, that's the head prosecutor, was like, Your Honor, he's supposed to be, that's supposed to be for alternates. So he tried to strike a juror out of the main juror pool and not the alternates. If you guys don't know, there's 12 main jurors, there's 6 substitutions, and there's 3 alternates. That way, there's basically, they all listen the same. They all sit in a jury box, but when it's time to vote, only the first 12 go back unless, they need to do a pinch hitter. He kept trying to do something, but the thing is, when they caught him, and he tried to do it 2 times, and Maureen Comey 2 times was like, Your Honor, what is he doing? Right? Objection. It threw off Mark Garrigo so much. He started going, hubba, 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 bubba, bubba, bubba. He literally was like thrown off. And that's when all their counsel was like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Funny thing is, when that happened, Diddy was looking like glaring, like at his counsel. And then when they all started convening and passing notes, and Mark Agnifilio was like, if you can give me a moment, Your Honor, Diddy literally went like this in his chair. He was mad, literally just threw himself at the back of the chair. You know what you're doing if you're mad. Speaking of Diddy, hold on, y'all, because I got to show y'all this. Speaking of Diddy.
Do you think that's a purpose interruption? Like, remember, this jury already went through selection, right? So that means that after they get selected, they pass all possible doubts. After a certain juror gets selected, that juror should not give no trouble on the court hearings. It should not. Big shout out to Jane in the building. Thank you for being here. Very so much appreciate it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the time the jury selection is over, you should not have these type of troubles in court. So is he somehow P. Diddy team kind of influencing, like, hey, have me a little disturbance, we need to delay? You never know. Again, Diddy's a very powerful person, and you could only imagine the type of reach that him and his team could have, especially after they get to know who's a juror, investigate real quick where they live and how to get to them, and pass a little money under the table and just act like it ain't nothing. And there you go. Now you have a disturbance in court that a jury selected already. A selected jury now it has to step away, postponing the trial for a minute. And God knows, what motions could come out of that and whatnot. But then Diddy put the face like, oh my God, let's get the show in a row. And he probably in the back of his head like, yeah, money, the transaction, you got the money, huh? You never know. It's just us spitballing, having fun, having conversations in true crime, making sure that everybody keep a proper perspective of what could be possible, what could not be possible. Possibilities are endless. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. Howdy, Sauce in the building. Big shout out. Toss in the building. Big shout out. Big shout out. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. Help me, Rhonda. It's in the chat. We are listening. We are listening to Tissa Tails. We are listening to Tissa Tails with the latest on the P Diddy trial. It started. It just ended. So we're gonna listen to the latest from one of the best in the business, Tissa Tails. Please make sure to go subscribe to Tissa Tails. I'm gonna put in the chat the link of the video, the link of the live stream. So like that, y'all could go. She's live right now. And go, please click like, subscribe, share the content, let them know that you're coming from Jrod on Point. Big shout out to everyone watching today. We're doing a IRL. We're doing something a little different. The first time we do this is gonna be an IRL style concept. This is the new thing coming for streaming purposes. True crime trending topics with Jrod on Point, Volume 1. We are here. This is different. This is IRL. This is IRL. Anything could happen at any given second in any given time. So please make sure click like, subscribe, and share the content. We are listening to Tissa Tails. Tell us, Tissa. Tissa, tell me.
If y'all saw the live today, then y'all already know what I'm about to do. But speaking of Diddy, Diddy gets on my nerves. Diddy literally was in court trying to act like, listen, one second. Diddy was in court trying to act like he was Old Man River, but he kept breaking pattern. Side note, listen, Jamie said the lady reporting on another channel said she heard people in line are trying to pay for it. Skip the line for up to $6. I actually paid for my kids in line to be held. I actually paid somebody to show up at 5 p.m. the night before, every single night, because I know I want to bring y'all the tea. 5 p.m. every single night, the night before, and stand in lines for me until 7:30. And you know your girl got there at 7:36. I was begging her not to leave, but I literally I'm paying somebody this whole week a pretty penny. So I need these ad revenue dollars to stand in line for me, because even when I was leaving at 5, there was a line forming for people to wait. So I got somebody waiting from dusk to dawn on some center stuff.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Jane. I gotta tell you, Tissa Tails is one of the best in the business. One of the best in the business, and I really enjoy watching her show in a way she put the information together. It's very entertaining though. It's very, very, very entertaining. I like the style. It's very cool. Big shout out to Tissa Tails. Big shout out to Tissa Tails. Yeah, she's hyped though. She's all energy, and I like that about a content creator. Having energy is very, very, very important though. Big shout out to everyone in the chat though. Oh, what we eating today? We eating some steak with some delicious pasta salad. Yeah, we appreciate for the question though. We just some steak, just some steak. Just a little steak, just a little steak, some steak with some pasta, some pasta, pasta salad, it had like the pepperoni, the ham, you know what I'm saying? Got the meats, it got, you know what I'm saying, got the veggies, you know what I'm saying, got the oil, you know what I'm saying, got the cheese, got different type of cheese on top, you know what I'm saying? And me, I'm different. People like it cold. Me, I like it hot because it has cheeses, it has meats in it, has pasta, it has oil. So when you put it in the microwave like for a minute or two, and that everything heats up a little bit, the meat and everything, the oil and the cheese melts a little bit, and ooh la la, mamma mia, pizzeria, pizzeria, mamma mia. Mamma mia, gabagoo, Bertovelo, Mortovelo, good manja, gabagoo, gabagoo. Mortovelo, mamma mia, pizzeria, pizzeria. Big shout out to everyone watching this Jrod on Point. We are listening to Tissa Tails. Tissa, tell me, please tell me, Tissa. Big shout out.
Take it to morning, and the vampire's gonna leave, you know. But where was I? Okay. Oh, Victor Wiggins, thank you so much for the super chat. Kendra Curry, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. You guys, listen, I'm paying a pretty penny to be in the courtroom for y'all. So honestly, this week I actually do need the super chats because y'all got mama going through her savings in search of the truth. Sandy Staten, thank you so much for the super chat. So yeah. So anyway, when you get, let me start from the beginning. So when you get there outside, okay, now to be fair, I'm paying somebody every day to stand in line for me from 5 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. the next day. Okay, shut up. I did it. I was supposed to be there by 7:30.
What? What? Stop. Listen. Stop. What? Is she really paying? Is she really? No! Help! Over. It's over. Listen, man. Listen, put a new job. Listen, put a new job in the list of dirty jobs. You have to. Big shout out. Any hit different when we sending the shout out to Tissa, tell me. Oh my God. I mean, that's slick though. I mean, that's slick. And if the people on the line allow her to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like give and take. Because it's like, right? Here come you pay $100 to someone to stand on the line all night. Nah. And you now you're gonna have this like big, tall, fat guy. Big, tall, fat guy. Don't matter the race, don't matter the race. Just listen to the joke. Don't matter the race. Just listen to the joke. This big, fat, big. You pay $100 for this person to be a whole night in that line. Then you walk in with your coffee, your favorite brand of coffee. Like you're gonna go for the line, right? You go big shout out, big shout out, big shout out to the new ones in the chat, big shout out. And she's walking to her spot in the line, right? But then this big fat guy is right behind the person that is gonna switch spots with Tissa. And soon as that happened, the guy said, nah, dog. Nah, we're not gonna play those games. Nah, I don't know who you think you are, right? But nah, hold on, too early for this shit. To where the fuck she was? You been here all night. Where the you was here for no, fuck out of here. No, I don't know. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. No. If that happens, the deal is over. Ain't no one gonna fight it out with the big guy. Big shout out to Rock Chalk in the building. Big shout out to White Me, White Not. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to T Saucy. Thank you for being here. Very so much appreciated. Big shout out to Helmy Rhonda in the building. Jane and Rock Chalk in the building. Big shout out, baby. Very appreciated. Very appreciated. But you see, right? I don't think, listen, you have to put that job as part of the dirty jobs on the list. Because you get paid for standing on the line all night for someone else to come in the morning and step up in your where you was, and I guess you leave. Everybody's looking at you like, oh hell no, this bitch didn't. Oh hell no. Oh hell. Listen, man, we about to fight. Yo, big shout out any hit different. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Amy Conway in the building. The ladies are pouring in. We got Rock Chalk, we got Amy Conway, we got Jane, we got Tossy. Why me not? Help me, Rhonda. Today is a new show. Is True Crime Trending Topics with Jrod on Point Volume 1. Today we're talking about all trending topics, whatever topic you want to talk about in true crime. That's what we talked about. We started the show with Puff Daddy, P Diddy, No Diddy, No Doubt, and we are listening to Tissa Tails and the latest of what happened today on the hearing, on the trial, because it's actually already in trial. So it seems like they had some hiccups with a juror that they had to dismiss and whatnot. Tissa Tails is telling us about that. She also telling us that she's paying someone to be there all night in line for her. Listen, I don't know the people that is there at the line, but I'm gonna tell you something right now, mama. If I'm right behind you, it's not gonna happen. I spent all night here for you to just sleep on your suite, drink your coffee, chill all night, and then just come back while I was here on the call. Hell no, it's not gonna happen. No, you are not gonna come out of nowhere, out the bushes, like and jump right in front of the line on me. No, it's not gonna. I don't care. I don't. I do not care if you paying to this person right in front of me. I don't care. It's not gonna happen. Oh, we are about to fight. Big shout out to Tissa Tails. It hit different. Big shout out to Tissa. Tell me, Tissa, please tell me. Big shout out to Tissa Tails.
Of course, my flight was late. You know, there's always an issue with my luggage. I need to stop checking in like literally 2 minutes before the gate closed because I swear to God, they always think I'm a terrorist or something. And they my luggage always gets held. I think they'd be like, yeah, it's giving bomb. Check her luggage, right? So anyway, I was like waiting. So anyway, I woke up late. I was jet lagged. Y'all know me. Listen, it's the ADHD. Time is a man-made fiction in my book. Mel B, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. You said thank you for the awesome coverage, TT. Listen, Mel B, listen, cool CCS. Y'all know I love y'all down. And so many of you guys were asking for me to go to the trial. And I wasn't going to go at first, but then a man hooked up security. I figured it was going to be safe because people are sick. That's a real complaint, but I'm safe. And then I made everything happen. And I really
Tosi said, I can imagine being at the Diddy party. You see, everybody's just chilling. Listen, I never been in one of those parties. Listen, I know I'm pretty famous, underground Latin hip hop artist. I get it. Producer slash influencer, street legend. I get it. Thank you. But when I was in New York, big shout out to New York. But when I was in New York and the nightlife and all these stuff, at some point, you know, we kind of like crossed paths in the club, his entourage and my people, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was up and keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like his fame. You see, one thing is what people in Hollywood and celebrities like you and people on the niche could say about you as an entrepreneur and whatever else, right? But in the streets, we are looking at you way different than how regular people in Hollywood and regular celebrities and stuff like that look at you. Us, like the dudes that are really paying attention. Yeah, we see P. Diddy. We hit a hey later. I gotta go. Yeah, I know. I gotta go. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I got. Yeah. Ah, ah. Don Daddy, bro, that was P. Diddy. I was like, yeah, I know. Keep it fucking moving, nigga. Keep fucking moving. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know that's P. Diddy. It's a reason why I'm walking away from it. Move. What are you talking about? You want to talk to him? You go. You go back and you talk to that animal. You want to talk to Satan? You go ahead. I gotta go. Nah, fuck that shit. Uh. No. His fame was bad in New York. Like, again, I don't care what people could talk about him and his celebrityism and stuff like that. But in the streets, uh uh we always knew that flamboyant of P. Diddy was not just flamboyant. It was a little bit further than that. But just imagine you at a Diddy party, just smoking and bullshit, just smoking and bullshit, just smoking and bullshit. And out of nowhere, it's 1 o'clock a.m. You don't realize it's 1 o'clock a.m., right? And you party and bullshit, you party and bullshit, and you totally forgot 1 o'clock, doors are closed. Whoever didn't got out, didn't got out. Listen, it's not funny though. I get it. It's people that got the PTSD out of that. I get it. Listen, I can't even feel. I'm sorry, y'all gonna hate me. I can't even be feel. I can't even say it. You should have known better hanging out with P Diddy. Cause this is not nothing new. This is listen. This is shit that it been happening since the 80s. What are you talking about? And you say you in the streets? Do you know what? Do you know what people say in the street about P Diddy? If you knew what people in the street say about P Diddy, you wouldn't be hanging out with P Diddy. What are you talking about? You stupid. But big shout out to Tissa Tails. Tell me, Tissa, tell me.
Really think like God wanted me there because everything came together super, super quick. But don't say that I don't be looking out for y'all. I know I don't do 100,000 celebrations or 500,000 celebrations, but when y'all ask me for something, I will go and do it. Also, chaos forever said just want to affirm for science. Like many people are saying, women, you're Thank you, you guys. Carolina, you said thank you. Thank you, Carolina. Okay, so listen. So they're paying up to $600. Listen, I paid listen. I paid.
She don't even want to say how much he's paying this guy or this person. Like, I pay big shout out to you, Tissa.
What else are you gonna do? I said F it. At the very least, maybe I'll make it up in ad dollars. You know, sometimes you guys spend money to grow. You know, that's what I tell myself this stuff every time I overspend. You know, this universe, you gotta throw it out. You know. Also, Mel B, you said this is the one time I wish I still lived in New York. You and me both, because I would be begging you to stand in line for me, or we'd be standing in line together, kikiing. Also, Sugar.
Big shout out to Rock Shock True Crime. Big shout out to Rock Shock True Crime in the building. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it as always. Very, very, very much appreciate it. Big shout out and it hit different when we send a shout out to Rock Shock True Crime.
Sugar Spice 313, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so when I got there, I was supposed to get there at 7:30. Your girl got there like 7:34, 7:36. Thanks God, my line holder, you know, I paid her pretty.
Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Amy Conway. It hit different. Big shout out. Big shout out to Amy Conway. James said didn't get the speedy ticket. I hope rock. Bam bam. And Amy Conway advised you to please make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share the content.
Penny, but it was so nice of her to even stay 10 extra minutes, right? Because she could have just been like, and I'm out. Like, you already paid me, goodbye, right? Oh, thank you, Love and Peace. Thank you for your awesome reporting. Okay, so thank you so much, Love and Peace. So we're sitting there, and I get out the cab, right? There's media everywhere. That's another thing. Because there's so much media, they're looking for normal people to interview, right? And I think they thought I was just a normal person. I didn't say anything, but then they looked me up and down and people were saying hi. And they're like, oh, maybe she's pressed too. I think next time I'm going to be in front of TMZ being like, well, I actually think Tissa Tails on YouTube has the best take. I'm going to promote myself and go because TMZ has been bombarding people asking them for interviews. So it's packed. The press is out there. People are arguing online over places. They tried to argue the fact that I just came up, but I have to let them know I paid for this spot. Please turn around and go bother someone else. But once I actually put that out there, you know, I did it politely, like, no, I paid, right? But once I did that, they kind of like backed off. But there were a lot of people cutting in line. And here's the thing. I was number 12 in line with my line holder, but so many people cut in front of me that I actually got pushed back to number 50 something. Thank God they opened 2 courtrooms, right? So it didn't work out, but I realized that me being so lackadaisical and thinking there's enough for everybody, I would have been left out in the cold, even though I was the person that actually paid. So I was like, you know what? Let me be on it tomorrow, you know, like stop being so Southern California chill. Thank you so much, Diamond Shorty, for the super chat. Also, Deborah swearing again said video. Oh, thank you so much. Critical Hit. Thank you so much for the super chat, y'all. Oh, y'all really doing me right. I need to make this money back. because my line holder, yeah, that 600 sits about right. Sounds about right. So anyway, so here's what happened. So it's all this pandemonium. And here's the thing, even the press is like, you know, getting into it. But it's completely safe if you want to come and try to
Yeah, I gotta say, big shout out to Amy Conway. Yeah, you're right. It seems for the allegations in P. Diddy situation, it seems like the allegations said that, you know, he ambushed or drugged, forced his influence upon people, you know, force people to do things for favors in the industry and whatnot, stuff like that. You know, thank you, baby. Love you. What was this guy? This funny guy, Cat Williams. Cat Williams said that he had to tell Diddy no few times. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy for a grown ass man to tell you that another grown ass man, you know what I mean? Even you know, it just is crazy. You know, and a lot of people, hey, a lot of people want to give Mr. P. Diddy the benefit of the doubt, but when, come on, man, it's like when you have like stories like for years and years and years, like it is stories, it's legends about you for years and years, and as the years go, it's a new story that it could be verified by certain people and whatnot. You know, it gets to the point that no one will believe whatever comes out of his mouth. That's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard for so much people to even give Diddy the benefit of the doubt in this situation, because his fame precedes him. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Rock Shock. Thank you so much. Rock Shock coming through with that 5 gifted. What? Big shout out, any hit different. Big shout out to Rock Shock. Big shout out to Rock Shock with the 5 gifted. It hit different. Thank you so much. Very so much. Appreciate it. Rock Shock True Crime, as always, coming through, showing love. Showing love to the people. Big shout out to Kelly. Kelly in the building. Thank you for being here. Christina in the building. Thank you for being here. Chick Bay is here. Thank you. Very appreciate it. Very, very, very appreciate it. Thank you so much. Rock Shock True Crime with the 5 gifted. Big shout out, and it hit different. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And while y'all there, right? While y'all there, what we gonna do, right? Okay. What we gonna do is send a major shout out, and it hit different. Thank you so much, Rock Shock. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. We got, okay, Jane. We got Kursuma. Big shout out to Kursuma. Thank you for coming. Very appreciated. We miss you. It's been a long time. Thank you so much for passing by and show your love. Very so much appreciated. We did miss you. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Big shout out to Kursuma. Thank you for being here. Let's give her a range. She been here for a long time, and welcome back. Let's give Kursuma her range. Big shout out to Kursuma. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. Big shout out. Amy Conway switching phones. And we are listening. We are listening to Tissa Tails. Make sure to please show some love to the Cash App, the On Point family. It helped this family and this channel to grow. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And please make sure to click like, subscribe, and share the content. We are here talking about all topics, trending topics in true crime. We started today's conversation with the Diddy case. We've been listening to Tissa Tails. We've been listening to Tissa Tails. You know what? Let's show some more love. Let's show some more love. Tissa's very funny. She's amazing. I love in the way Tissa works works the live stream. She's amazing. Let's see. Let's listen. Let let's have more information. Today is all about information. Let's have more information about the P Diddy case. All right, shouldn't we? All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here.
I'm Eva Pilgrim. Thanks for streaming with us. The highly anticipated trial against Sean Diddy Combs is now underway. It was a whirlwind day. A jury was seated. Opening statements were delivered, and the first two witnesses, a male escort and a former security guard, were called. More on their testimony in a moment. There are no cameras allowed in court, but our ABC News team was inside.
They said male escort and a security guard. That's crazy. Do y'all think that male escort was the guy that he was shooting the Trump Plaza? Did he pay him millions of dollars for him to not speak? He actually gave him an STD too, allegedly. That shit crazy.
Watching, listening to it all. Prosecutors didn't hold back, laying out the government's case against one of the biggest names in entertainment. They say the public knew Sean Combs as Puff Daddy or Diddy, a businessman, larger than life. But prosecutors argued there was a darker side to him, saying he used his trusted inner circle to run a criminal enterprise for decades, painting a picture of a controlling, manipulative, and violent Combs who allegedly forced victims into days-long drug-fueled sexual encounters that prosecutors called freak-offs or Wild King nights. The defense argued Combs is a complicated man, but said this is not a complicated case. His lawyer pointing to that disturbing video of Combs dragging and kicking then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, admitting it shows domestic violence, but arguing
Who did it? The man in the towel. Who did it? The man in the towel. Man, that's crazy. He's kicking her on the floor. Then he threw like a plant base to her. It seems that he missed though, because they didn't say nothing about he like right. It cray. It cray. It's not funny though. I don't know why y'all laughing. I don't know. Y'all cruel. Y'all so cruel. Like what y'all laughing about? Like he did it. He did. He did. He did. He did it. He did it. I mean, he admitted that that was him in the footage. Then he admitted, please chat, 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 piggity, pa, pipa, piggity, pa, familia, chat. He admitted on the IG post that that was him. If he wouldn't admitted it, he could have said it was Felipe. I don't know. Who, me? Nah, I was with the prostitute in the room. Yeah, that was the Negrito Felipe. Felipe the Negrito from next door. Felipito, he did it. But no, he gonna come to IG and be like, I'm not here to apologize. So why the fuck you even put the video out, stupid? He's not here to apologize to no one and shit. Like, not even to Cassie. Fucking hypocrite. And then he tried to force the tears out. Try to force the tears out. He almost laughed and shit. Listen, if he would have shut the fuck up, he could have said I was Negrito Felipe. If you ask me, I cannot tell. Me, I don't know. I cannot tell. But he went to IG and snitched on himself. Like, yeah, that was me. Listen, man, I was high, I was drunk, I was gay. Get him! Get him the fuck out of here. That feels so good. Oh my god. So good. Listen, I was drunk, I was high, I was gay. Yeah, like you see, that was not. You see though, y'all got me crying here though. Why y'all do this shit? Got me crying over here. Men's don't cry. Listen, listen. Stop playing with me. Click like, subscribe, and share the fucking content. Like, or wrong with you? Yo, he fucked up though. He fucked up. He fucked up. Yo, he would have. It would have been better if he wouldn't say that a fucking thing. I swear. Because as soon as you come out and you say that that was you in the footage, what the fuck you thought? It's like, Diddy, is that you kicking her on the floor? He replied, yeah. didn't even deny this shit. Listen, he didn't even give himself the opportunity. Listen, he said like, I'm Puff Daddy. I'm Pete to the Diddy. And Diddy, no doubt. I am him. I'm just gonna say that was me. And fuck it. What a piece of shit.
Arguing it is not evidence of sex trafficking. Sitting behind Combs today, his mother and children all seen arriving at court, supporting Combs as he faces 5 counts, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. Combs faces.
But listen, man, how in the heck these people, listen, this is not disrespect to Diddy's family. It's no disrespect, but when you out here, and I'm talking to P. Diddy, you out here with your mom acting like you and your mom on strip clubs and fucking people and probably fucking each other and all these other, oh yeah, my mom. And he said these no long ago. He said these no long ago. She's like, what, almost 100 years old. And he said like, my mom, my mom knows how to grab a quarter from the floor without just bending over. Straight. When he said that, I was like, ah! Like, come on, dog. You're talking about your mom. And that was while they were getting an IV and shit in the backyard by the pool. They get an IV because they were probably fucking each other and fuck other people like for the whole night. Probably for days and shit. But then now you see the same lady that he said that she could just grab a quarter from the floor, just bending over and ass up and all this other shit that he made a picture of. How the fuck is the same lady that everybody's helping to walk? Listen, y'all wrecked this old lady, man. She can't even walk us. Y'all wrecked them. Y'all wrecked this lady, man. Johnny had no mercy. No mercy, just for crazy ass motherfucking fantasy. You have a whole bunch of men's, females, and here's P. Diddy and his mother. A mom is your world. Pick and choose. Fetch. Are you serious? Listen, man, ain't no money in the motherfucking world. And ain't no money in the motherfucking world that is gonna make me lose my morals. And that's a fact. Is no money in the world, none, that it will make me lose my morals. No money. It's something about my morals that are attached to my spirit. It's certain things that me as a man, I will never do. I'd rather to be dead way before even allow myself to think about shit like that. But other stories about P. Diddy and his mom doing crazy things when he was little and he's seen those shits and all these other shit. Listen, the whole family's fucked up. The whole family's fucked up. God forbid what probably happened to the twins and shit. Fuck you talking about? This is fucking nasty shit.
This is a potential life sentence. He has denied all of these allegations. A jury of 8 men and 4 women will decide his fate. We'll break down what we know about each of them. There is a lot to get to after a jam-packed day in court. I want to get right to Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky, who was in court for this first official day of the trial. Aaron, opening statements began today. Break down these arguments for us.
They really set the tone for the entire case. You mentioned the kind of Jekyll and Hyde portrayal by prosecutors, someone that the world came to know as Puffy or Puff or Puff Daddy or Diddy or Love, somebody who was larger than life, who was a mogul in multiple industries, and yet who had a darker side. A lot of celebrities have an entourage around them, Eva, but Sean Combs, according to federal prosecutors in their opening statement, operated as a criminal enterprise with trusted insiders whose goal was to coerce women into these drug-fueled sex performances. Some of them, prosecutors said, lasted for days.
No, eating steak. I'm almost done with it. Eating steaks. Having a little steak. A little steak.
And were referred to by Combs as freak-offs or wild king nights. And the defense sought to downplay these episodes, calling them the consensual threesomes of a celebrity who led a swingers lifestyle. And though they conceded that Combs could be violent with women, even women that he loved and was in a relationship with, they said he's not charged with being violent. He's not charged with domestic violence, with assault even. They said he's charged with sex trafficking in what's depicted on the video in the Los Angeles hotel from 2016. And in other episodes, they say may show Combs being violent, but doesn't show him being a sex trafficker. And they say it wasn't part of any racketeering conspiracy as alleged.
And we saw Sean Combs' family going into court today. Did he interact with them at all?
He did, right from the start. He came into court, Eva, all smiles as his eyes immediately locked on to his family seated in the second row, his sons and daughters, his mom, all there to support.
Why you gonna be smiling if you're not proud of the allegations? Just think about it for a second. Just wait a little second. Just think about it real quick. Why are you going to come to your trial, come out of the booth, see your family and smile at them? You don't have nothing to smile about at that moment. Now you smile about what? Oh, you happy to see him in court? Fuck out of here. Ain't nothing to laugh about your allegations. The only reason why you laughing or smiling to your families because you're fucking proud of your charges. That's all what the fuck it is. It's P. Diddy. We're not talking about a good person. We're talking about a piece of shit for the past 30 years. He always been a piece of shit. Ain't nothing good about P. Diddy. Who told you P. Diddy was any stand-up good dude?
Support him. He blew them kisses in court, made gestures across his heart. But once the opening statements began, Combs was much more dispassionate. At one point, as a man who says he was paid to have sex with Cassie Ventura while Sean Combs sat on the corner masturbating, Combs pushed his chair away from the defense table. His arms went down and he crossed his legs, listening impassively to all of this. At that point, when the male escort was testifying, his daughters left.
Oh yes, that was the Trump Plaza shooter. That was the escort that they were that they had the interview. That the interview came out. That was the same guy that said that Rick Ross and DJ Khaled. That's the same person that said DJ Khaled and Rick Ross are gay. I'm not saying they're gay. This guy, this testifying in the P. Diddy case, said in the same interview that Rick Ross and DJ Khaled are gay. I mean, no hate. They always look the gay to me because there's certain things that you see about a male, by alleged male grown ass men, that you see certain things about them that you like, yeah, you weird. So when that guy said that on that interview, I was like, oh shit, I always knew they act weird. They don't act like typical dudes from the hood. They have like this ill about them. You know what I mean? It's just weird. So when the guy said that on the interview, I was like, oh shit, that makes sense.
Boom.
The first witness, former Intercontinental Hotel security guard Israel Flores, testified about responding to that now infamous incident, speaking with Combs and his ex-girlfriend, a key witness in this case, Cassie Ventura. How did Flores describe that day?
He set the tone by immediately, as the first witness, taking jurors back to 2016. It was March 5th when Flores said he responded to a call from hotel staff of a woman in distress on the 6th floor. He goes up the elevator. He sees Sean Combs sitting in a chair with what he described as a devilish stare, and Cassie Ventura clearly shaken. And he walked the jury through hotel security footage. Some of it that the prosecutors played outright, some of it that Flores had captured on his phone, and it shows the detail of what occurred. There is Cassie. She's in blue pants and a hoodie. She's not wearing any socks. She reaches into a bag at the elevator, and as she's putting on her socks, Combs comes barreling around the corner, knocks her down from behind, stomps on her, and the episode continues from there.
And Aaron, I have to ask you, we are seeing these sketches of Diddy in court. He looks very different than how many may remember him appearing. Tell us how he looks.
Well, he's certainly much grayer. You know, we've seen him that way over his last few court appearances, but people who may be, tuning in and seeing him for the first time here at the onset of trial, he's not allowed to color his hair in jail while he's incarcerated, so he's gone gray, both his hair and his beard. He's thinner than we saw him, certainly than when he was first arrested, much less bloated than he appeared at that September date, and he is right now impassive, as prosecutors have control, describing what they say he did.
Aaron Katersky for us there. Aaron, thank you so much. Let's dig in.
Yeah, that shit crazy though. That whole P. Diddy situation is crazy, man. This shit crazy. Oh, hopefully they get to figure it out. Justice for the victims and whatnot. Innocent into proven guilty, But when it's so many stories about you, and multiple people say the same thing about you, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Is just self-explanatory sometimes, but again, innocent into proven guilty. We can't say nothing else. Innocent into proven guilty. If everything that is being said about the man is truth, I guess it has to be proven in court. You know what I mean? And we're a little bit too far away for the truth to be defined. But big shout out to everyone watching this Jrod on Point. Let's see what else is out there. They said Tory Lanez stabbed in prison, rushed to the hospital. Breaking news from Seti Nash. Big shout out to Seti. Big shout out to Seti Spaghetti. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what Seti Nash. Let's see what Seti Nash got to say about Tory Lanez. Big shout out to Seti. Shout out to Seti Nash. Let's see what he got to say. The link of this video is in the chat. The link of this video is on the chat. So like that, y'all go click like, subscribe to Seti Nash and watch this full video in Seti Nash channel. Big shout out to Seti. Let's see what he got to say about Tory Lanez. They said that Tory Lanez got stabbed. They said Tory Lanez got stabbed. Let's see what happened here. Big shout out to Seti Nash. Go and click like and subscribe to his channel. It's Jrod on Point. We're talking about true crime trending topics with Jrod on Point, Volume 1. Let's go.
Versus TMZ. So it is what it is. Exclusive TMZ, baby. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. This isn't how Tory Lanez wants to get out of prison, but he is. After suffering a prison yard stabbing so bad, he needs hospital treatment, TMZ has learned. Tory was in the yard at California Correctional Institution at Tehachapi Monday morning when another inmate stabbed him, according to multiple sources, including one law enforcement.
You know what's crazy about this case? You know what's crazy about this case? I watched the footage when Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion and their friend were getting out of the SUV after the situation. That they got stopped by the cops and whatnot. They got pulled out the SUV by the cops and whatnot. The person that were actually shot and the allegations was that she got shot by Megan Thee Stallion. They said the allegations, listen, this is not just me, this is the allegations out there. That Megan Thee Stallion was actually the one that shot her friend. You could see in the video where her friend was coming out the car, she was shot. She was bleeding and she sat on the floor bleeding because she was shot. Megan Thee Stallion only have fragments of glass. Probably a ricochet of a shot that she shot herself when she was trying to shoot her friend. Shot at the floor, shot her friend, and shot herself. Idiot, don't know how to deal with a gun. Jealous and shit because your friend. What are you talking about? Your friend, it was fucking with Tory Lanez before you. You was not supposed to be mad at nothing because you was the one being sneaky, Megan. So I don't know how they made believe in court that it was Tory Lanez. I don't know how stupid people could be that you watch a footage of Megan Thee Stallion friend being shot and sat on the floor because she was shot. She was licking blood. You could see the blood trail on the floor. Megan Thee Stallion was fine. She only had fragments on her feet. That's why she could walk no problem and get on the floor with no problem because she was fine. Her friend, it was the one that was shot. They couldn't even get on her knees and get on her belly because she was shot. Not Megan Thee Stallion. So how the fuck out of nowhere now we having a Tory Lanez locked up for shooting who? No one. Probably the fucking idiot wanna stick to the non-snitching rules and whatnot. He just don't. He just wanna shut the fuck up and whatever is whatever. All right, why? You fucking stupid. If you don't shot it, you don't shot it. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight, and you're not gonna waste your time in fucking prison when you didn't do something. So I don't get how I could see in the footage the Megan Thee Stallion was fine. Her friend was the one shot. Obviously, because it seemed after the story pop out, it seems they putting two and two together. The Megan Thee Stallion had a fight, an argument with her friend. She pulled out the gun and shot her on her foot. While she shot her friend, she shot herself too, like fragments from the bullet. But in reality, she had fragments of glass on her feet. That's why she could have come out no problem off the SUV, get on her knees, and then get on her belly. She was fine. Her friend couldn't do a fucking thing. Her friend got out of the SUV licking out, because we all seen it, licking out, couldn't even follow the directions of the officers, and she just literally passed out, sit on the floor, because she was the one actually shot. It seems that Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation put that money together and make everybody to shut the fuck up. That shit weird how people with money work and celebrities and shit.
Clear what the motivation was.
So literally right now, Tory Lanez could have died in prison for stupidity. Could have died in prison just cause he couldn't fight his case. The non-snitching rules and shit. Somebody try to lock you up saying that you shot someone that didn't even got shot. The person that actually got shot was her friend. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, no, I'm saying. What I wonder, I wonder why he got stopped. Amy said weird and creepy. Jane said, wonder why he was stopped. Well, probably to get him out the way. Believe me, this is very powerful people. And for that story to never come out in the future, probably they try to kill him. Because they know whenever he come out, probably one day, he could sell the movie, he could sell the book, he could, you know what I'm saying, get big money with the truth. Be like, well, I went through all this, but this is the truth. And make money out of that. And then this truth will come out. So JC and Rock Nation, for the truth to not come out, this is very powerful, very connected people. Listen, they got the power. They could do whatever they want. They just got to reach out to the right people and get things moving. You know what I'm saying? So Tory Lanez getting stabbed in prison, that only tells me that either Rock Nation allegedly, word on the street, try to take him out, so the story, the truth never come out, or he just got in the beef. He just got in the meat in the beef in prison, and he just got stopped randomly, But these days, with these people, celebrities, ain't nothing a coincidence. Everything with celebrities is something that it was manipulated to be. It is what it is. Let's continue. Big shout out to Seti Nash. Let's listen to Seti.
For the attack. But one source tells us Tory was rushed to ambulance by a nearby civilian hospital in Bakersfield. Just last week, he posted a pic of himself looking pretty buff behind bars and bragging his next album would be.
Yeah, that's another thing. Jaguar right. She was in one of the Diddy's lawsuits. It would be crazy if her talking all that shit about Diddy is because she had first-hand information, because she participated on the shit that Diddy was doing. They just included her on a lawsuit against Diddy. But she talking all this shit about Diddy and JC and all this other shit. But it seems like Jagger right, it was part of the same shit that she's talking shit about. And acting like she was a fucking victim, which she probably thought that doing certain things would have got her far, but then she realized that she got played out, and now she just bitter and upset that she never got nowhere, and she got used and played out. And then now she played herself like she's a fucking victim, which she was part of the same fuckery that they were doing. Hey, that's the word on the street. I'm not saying that. That's just the word on the streets. That's the allegations, you know, he say, she say type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jrod never know nothing. Jrod never know nothing.
Dropping soon. The artist is serving a 10-year sentence at the California State Prison for the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Tory and Megan are still battling each other in court. She's accusing him of enlisting various bloggers like academics to continue publicly smearing and cyber stalking her. We're told Tory's stabbings is non-life threatening. Story developing. I'm gonna tell you why they rushed him out of there though. Before we go further, and I give y'all my thoughts on this, would y'all like to know what other inmates been housed there? Like famous ones? Let's go. Before we go through, right, I want y'all to kind of see what type of prison this man is in, because I've heard of Tehachapi, but obviously I ain't no prison baby, so I ain't know. So here you go. Inez Brown Burns, solicitate convicted of performing illegal. God dang, that's crazy. I can't say that word. So yeah, Joseph Dakes, a serial killer convicted of killing 6 men, was later transferred to San Quentin State Prison for killing a cellmate. Scott Evans, and I don't know how to say how that is. He got a Seal Beach shooting. David Wayne DePape, a Canadian citizen. That's crazy. Oh, that's the dude who smacked Nancy Pelosi husband with the hammer. That's crazy. So he in there with him. Barbara Graham, murderer, later transferred to San Quentin State Prison and was later executed. Tory Lanez, Canadian singer and rapper, convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. So we got 2 Canadians in there. Philip Joseph Hughes Jr., serial killer. John William Kelly, serial killer, and an R. Blake Leibel, a former graphic novelist convicted of murdering his Ukrainian fiance, Iana Kishane. Blake is now in Centella State Prison. Madge Meredith, actress wrongfully convicted of abducting somebody, was released in 1951. Jrod Parker, serial killer. Now he's at San Quentin. Kellen Winslow II. What? I did not know this, bro. Former National League tight end, pleaded guilty to the R of an unconscious teen and ex-battery of a 54-year-old hitchhiker as part of a plea deal on November 4th, 2019 in exchange for his guilty plea at San Diego County Superior Court. The court agreed to sentence him between 12 to 18 years in prison. And y'all remember, bruh, Kellen Winslow Jr., bruh. Kells is actually hard, man. That's crazy. That's wild. Now, as teased before, fortunately, I got my OGs who've been there. That's an old prison, bro. A very old prison. So, one, Tory Lanez is what? A celebrity. We do know that celebrities will always, always, always get preferential treatment. And on top of that, bro, wasn't no riot kicking off or anything like that. So, there's that. Tory Lanez, I'm not going to say which gang he running, but he running with some cats in there. So he's claiming some type of allegiance to certain individuals, which I believe, based off of what I know, bruh got in there and got in with somebody, and some ain't go right or somebody ain't do something or something like that. But as far as like a Wood or an essay stabbing him or anything like that, no, they would have tore that prison apart. So that's out. Whoever stabbed him was close to him, and it probably was somebody on his tier. So there's that. But the question really becomes this, bruh. What the hell? No, I mean, like, bruh, what the hell? Tory Lanez should be PC. Now, if y'all remember, I believe, I'm going to look it up real quick. I believe Blueface once got stabbed in prison and all that. That's what happens, bro. You go to prison, you get stabbed. That's just what it is, man. But I could have sworn, I'm going to check it up right now. Blueface stabbed. And it should pop up. Yeah, stabbed in jail. He got stabbed. Yeah, he got stabbed in a jail fight a year ago. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. Is he going to be getting out anytime soon? Unless it's through ambulance. Yeah, this type of stuff happens every day. He got celebrity preferential treatment, which essentially means that bruh is, sorry about that, it's gonna bother me. Bruh is basically finna sit in there, do his time, and that's gonna be that. Should he go PC after this? We'll see. We will see, because part of it is the individuals he gonna be around. He might not want to be around. He gonna be around people who got their chesticles done, that believe that they are women, and they're not. He's gonna be around.
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. So yeah, like I was saying, it seems like that situation about Tory Lanez is just a typical. Thank you, Rockshot. Rockshot throw it too to say that I was a mute. Thank you though. I appreciate you though. I saw the I saw the no, but I was saying that big shout out to Rockshot with the $2 holla. Big shout out to Rockshot. Thank you so much for the $2. So no, it seems that that situation with Tory Lanez is just, I guess, a prison situation that is not like any farther than just whatever they got going on in that section. But you see, here's the thing: a lot of celebrities they think that they're going to PC. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying like, yeah, you pussy type of shit. Like you can't hold yourself in the yard type of shit. But it's like when you in celebrity, it don't matter what your status or what you think. Like you are a celebrity. You are above and in a better situation than any other person in prison at that moment. So you like it or not, you think it or not, you become a prey. You do become a prey. It don't matter who the heck you think you are. It don't matter how much pull you think you have on the prison cell. It don't matter what you think at all. When you a celebrity, you should go and PC yourself in protective custody. You have to. You have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no other option but PC yourself when you go to jail or when you go to prison. You are a celebrity that you have millions of dollars in the bank account. It's gonna be someone out there that is gonna literally extort the fuck out of you. It's gonna be people that if you don't comply with the extortion, well, that's step one. Step two is like start putting pressure on you. If the pressure don't break you, 9 times out of 10 they'll terminate you just for the bragging rights. You know what I mean? Jane said, "Oh, Diddy must be in a watch little cage." Oh yeah, 24/7. Yeah, yeah. P Diddy, he's not on population. He's not. P Diddy's on PC. He's in protective custody. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they talking about. It has to be like that. It's gonna be always someone in there that don't have nothing to lose. And they will love to have on their title the killer of don't you forget that listen, I know it's a lot of innocent people in jail, but besides the innocent people in jail, everyone else that is in jail, if you're not working there as an officer, you are guilty and you deserve to be there. I repeat, excluding the innocent people that is in jail or in prison, and excluding the officers that actually and the staff that actually works there. If you are in jail and you are in prison, you deserve to be there. Again, excluding the innocent, excluding the people that work for the jail system. Besides those people, if you locked up, you locked up because you needed to, you needed to be there. You don't perform well enough outside in society, like to be out here with regular people like me and you. And it's sad to say that, you know, celebrities, when they are celebrities, instead of them look forward to have a better life and try to like not get involved in criminal activities, it's sad to say that celebrities, all some, if not all, unfortunately, some way somehow they get themselves involved in some type of criminal activity. 9 times out of 10, just to be cool or just for drug related, just drug related habits or whatnot. But it's sad to say that, yeah, it is. Celebrities, celebrities should be locked up in protective custody if they are locked up. They don't meet they don't meet the bar. They don't meet the what is called the pedigree of a regular typical criminal. They don't meet the standard. They don't think like, they don't act like, they don't be like. So they need to be protected. It don't matter if they think that they are the badasses in the fucking block. They need to be protected. Oh, I didn't want a protection. I don't want to be NPC. All right, we'll get you out there. You're not gonna last a week. You're not gonna last a week. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. It's not gonna happen. You have to go to protected custody. So hopefully they figured it out. Hopefully they figured it out with what's going on with Tory Lanez. It's unfortunate that people has to go through situations like that in life. It is. But sometimes it just is what it is. Diddy must be in suicide watch. Yeah. I think he was. I don't know if he still is, but I think if I'm not mistaken, he was at some point. So, ladies, people in the chat, what else is hot out there? What else in true crime is hot out there? That y'all would like to talk about? What else is hot? The Democrats are what? The Democrats are bitching and raging about Donald Trump new Air Force One, which is a luxury flying jet. The Qatar royal family has given to United States of America, not to Donald Trump. The Qatar royal family let's see what's going on with that though. Let's take a little intervene right there and see what's going on with that.
For the best roofing contractor, call the exterior experts at S&D Improvements. Locally owned and operated.
Let's see what's going on with that though real quick though.
Has Qatar asked for anything in exchange for that $400 million luxury jumbo jet? And how can the American people be so sure that they will not?
$400 million jumbo jet as an Air Force One. $400 million jumbo jet. $400 million jumbo jet given to the United States of America. Jane said, no politics, no. It's gonna be quick, Jane. It's gonna be quick. It's not gonna hurt. We have to do it. We have to do it. I promise it's not going to hurt.
In the future.
Well, I think what happens with the plane is that, we're very disappointed that it's taking Boeing so long to build a new Air Force One. We have an Air Force One that's 40 years old. And if you take a look at that compared to the new plane of the equivalent, stature at the time, it's not even the same ball game. You look at some of the Arab countries and the planes they have parked alongside of the United States of America plane. It's like from a different planet. And it's close to 40 years old, might be more than 40 years old now. And we, when I first came in, I signed.
I mean, just think about it for a second. The Air Force One should be, all right, a flying fortress, the latest, the most modern flying fortress to protect whoever is the president of the United States of America. So it has to have the latest technology on everything. Security, missiles, guns, everything. Radars, stealth, everything. If you ask me, it's a pretty penny, but for the security of any president of the United States of America, it's a pretty penny to pay, but it's worth it, in my opinion.
In order to get it built, I took it over from the Obama administration. They had originally agreed. I got the price down much lower. And then when the election didn't exactly work out the way that it should have, a lot of work was not done on the plane because a lot of people didn't know. They made change orders that were so stupid, so ridiculous. And it ended up being a total mess, a real mess. And when I came back, I said, by the way, what's going on with the Boeings that are coming in? Well, sir, they're way behind. And they are. They're way behind. They were way behind. Another mess that I inherited from Biden. And it's going to be a while before we get them. And I think Qatar, who has really, we've helped them a lot over the years in terms of security and safety. I think that, and very, very nicely, and I have a lot of respect for the leadership and for the leader, Qatar. And I think they knew about it because they buy Boeings. They buy a lot of Boeings. And they knew about it. And they said, we would like to do something. And if we can get a 747 as a contribution to our Defense Department to use during a couple of years while they're building the other ones, I think that was a very nice gesture. Now, I could be a stupid person and say, oh, no, we don't want a free plane. We give free things out. We'll take one too. And it helps us out because, again, we're talking about we have 40-year-old aircraft. The money we spend, the maintenance we spend on those planes to keep them tippy top is astronomical. You wouldn't even believe it. So I think it's a great gesture from Qatar. I appreciate it very much. I would never be one to turn down that kind of an offer. I mean, I could be a stupid person and say, no, we don't want a free, very expensive airplane. But I thought it was a great gesture. And I think it was a gesture because of the fact that we have helped and continue to, we will continue to, all of those countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, and others. We keep them safe. If it wasn't for us, they probably wouldn't exist right now. And I think this was just a gesture of good faith. And I don't get it. Someday it'll be like Ronald Reagan. They decommission them. You know, they get to a certain age, they decommission them. It'll go to my library. They're talking about going to my library in years out. But I thought it was a great gesture. And it's something that was done by Ronald Reagan. They actually decommissioned the plane and he put it in his library. And it actually has made the library, I think, a Boeing 707. It's actually made the library more successful. So it was good.
Do you plan to use the plane?
But again, you know, United States give money for free all the time. You know, if United States gets a gift from another nation, you know what I mean, and we didn't pay nothing for it, you know what I mean, and pass all the regulatory from the government, it shouldn't be a problem. I don't see why the Democrats are raging about this. Let's talk a little bit about the Idaho Bryan Kohberger case. Let's see what this new video is. A new video out there from Law&Crime. Let's see what they got about the Idaho. It says 9 leaked details in the Bryan Kohberger case. 9 leaked details. 9 leaked details. I just want to make sure that everyone understands there is a gag order in the Idaho 4 case. It's a gag order. So that means that everyone and anyone that is part of this gag order should not share any details with the media or anyone else. So for the media to get these type of details, it could only come from people within the state for them to even get any information. So do they think that Ann Taylor is not going to request a motion for a new venue? Seeing how seeing how Judge Hitler, first and foremost, have no experience at all whatsoever on a murder case. In a way, he has denied motions that he should have deserved a different consideration. Any other judge with more experience would have heard the same arguments, and the judge would have gave a whole different, other judge would have granted a frank hearing, just to make sure that the guy that we have to the 100% is the guy that we need to have here. So like that, we don't waste funds from the payer taxes. We the people that pay taxes for y'all to leave, for y'all to get paid for your work. So then now the court is gonna scam the people. Now the court, the court staff, the judges are gonna scam the system, are gonna scam we the people, taking decisions in criminal cases that they shouldn't have, taking decisions in criminal cases that are gonna delay justice and gonna postpone justice, delay justice upon years, that becomes equal upon years of money paid by the taxpayers. So how come, if we have all the grounds for a frank hearing, we have everything that he needs and he takes for to grant a frank hearing, to make sure, and it's such a big case, that we have the right person, that the law enforcement took the proper legal steps, due process, protocols, to make sure that Bryan Kohberger is the guy. I believe that Hitler didn't grant that motion because he was so much that he was about to come out. He would be forced to dismiss this case. He don't want that blood on his hands. If that ever happened, he know he will never be elected again as a judge. Period. He knows that. He knows the powers behind the Bryan Kohberger case. He knows the powers behind the Idaho 4. Let's listen to Law&Crime and the bullshit that they always got going on. Now they said 9 leaks, 9 new leaks, details in the Bryan Kohberger case while the gag order. Let's see. Let's see.
Video footage of suspect vehicle 1 circling the King Road neighborhood minutes before 4 University of Idaho students were murdered. And a new report by Dateline reveals Bryan Kohberger's Google searches about pornography, serial killer Ted Bundy, and the possible intended target that morning. I go through the new information. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. Now, all I can say is wow about this new information that has been revealed by Dateline about the Bryan Kohberger case. Jury selection in Kohberger's death penalty case is scheduled to begin on July 30th. That's less than 3 months from now, and it's not that far off. With the trial that close, this trove of new information has come out, and it was aired, as I mentioned, on an episode of Dateline. It revealed Kohberger's Google searches for pornography, selfies he took of himself wearing all black, including hoodies, and searching several times over 3 months before and after the murders for serial killer Ted Bundy. Now, prosecutors could possibly use the searches for pornography about a woman being passed out to point to a possible motive.
So, what they're trying to say, you see, what I wonder is how comes that everything that they have to talk about, it doesn't have nothing to do with solid evidence. Everything that they have talked about, the Bryan Kohberger case, is stupid shit like this. Now they're talking about pornographic searches. Tell me one man in the world that has not searched porn. Tell me one motherfucking man. One. Including the Pope. One that has not searched porn. And y'all mentioned that in the Bryan Kohberger case. Are you serious?
Motive. Dateline also revealed who investigators believed was the intended target that morning and the order in which the 4 students were killed. We'll talk more about that in a bit. It's actually something we've discussed here a few times on Crime Fix in the past. Kohberger's lawyers have said he maintains his innocence in the murders of Maddie Mogen, Kiely Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle in the early morning hours of November 22nd, 2022. Now, prosecutors have said they linked Bryan Kohberger to the murders on King Road through a single source of DNA left on a K-bar knife sheath just like this one. That DNA left on the inner snap of the knife sheath. This knife sheath, the one's very similar to this one, was left next to Maddie Mogen's body on her bed. Kohberger was taken into custody at his parents' home in Pennsylvania on December 30th, 2022. Police have revealed in hearings that he was wearing a black hoodie and they feared he was destroying evidence. So they broke down the door of his parents' house, rushed in and took him into custody. Police said they could see Kohberger in his parents' kitchen using a drone with a video feed. Kohberger's lawyers have said his parents were zip-tied and Kohberger was taken into custody, and Kohberger, in his own kind of odd way, suggested to the officers that they get coffee sometime at a later date. Kohberger's lawyers have suggested that that is just one example of the way in which he lacks the ability to pick up on social cues because he has autism. But back to this new information that's come out. Kohberger was working on getting his PhD at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington. He left Pennsylvania for Washington in late June. He got his Washington driver's license on July 1st. Later in July, Bryan Kohberger went to a pool party in Moscow at the Grove Apartments. We've reported on that in the past. But Dateline reports Kohberger made some women there uncomfortable, including a married woman who had to signal to her husband to come over and intervene. A woman named Holly told Dateline that she exchanged numbers with Kohberger at that party. She said he later texted her about their shared interest in hiking. The text was oddly formal, she said. It read, "Hey, I am pretty sure we spoke about hiking trips yesterday. I really enjoyed that activity, so please let me know. Thanks." Holly told Dateline she got distracted and never responded. The following month, on August 16th, Dateline says Bryan Kohberger's cell phone records show he Googled Ted Bundy's name with a typo, and a paper written about Bundy by one of his professors entitled Ted Bundy on the Malignant Being, an Analysis of the Justificatory Discourse of a Serial Killer. Ted Bundy killed women in the 1970s. He went to college in Washington State and then moved east to Florida, killing 2 sorority sisters at the Chi Omega House in January of 1978. He was sentenced to death and executed in 1989. Ironically, Bryan Kohberger's mother had actually written to her local paper at the time opposing the death penalty for Ted Bundy, but that was before Bryan Kohberger was even born. That same day, on August 16th, Maddie Mogen had posted a
It's like no one could be a true crime aficionado. No one could be a true crime curious, especially him being in the line of studies that he's on. Now it's even a problem search something that he has to do with your understudies. Y'all can talk about all this shit that y'all talk about, but you cannot mention not one piece of evidence that he will cook this man. Y'all talk about all these other yak, but everything that y'all talk about Bryan Kohberger, that does not mean that he killed the victims. Y'all trying to insinuate that for the low IQ people to believe that Bryan Kohberger has something to do with this case. For the low IQ, not smart people in the back of the bus. That's the people that 9 times out of 10. And you know what's crazy? Are the majority, because he's more dumb, stupid, and easy to manipulate people than smart people. That's actually a proven fact. That's actually a proven fact that he's more stupid, dumb, not smart, slow people, easy to manipulate than smart, thoughtful people with awareness, discernment, and a higher level of acknowledgement to actually understand and see and read between the lines when other human is talking to you. You go understand, like, yeah, you try to make me think. Guess what? I don't want to think. How about I already think that you stupid? How about that? That you see, you'll do yourself a favor if you already think that I'm not gonna believe you. You just do yourself a favor just accepting, like, you know what, he's just not gonna believe me. Let me just not waste my time. But nah, y'all don't do that. No, y'all keep talking over and over a whole bunch of alleged leaks, alleged new information, alleged evidence. How y'all as professional news media outlets could call evidence something that is not evidence? Oh, it's circumstantial evidence. Yes, Dado. Circumstantial evidence is not as equal as solid, substantial evidence. Y'all make sound that no evidence at all is some kind of evidence. And it's people out there that eat this shit and believe this shit. And they literally change their whole fucking life thinking that a Bryan Kohberger is guilty when they don't fucking get it. I'm gonna put it like this: if you can fix your own problems in your own life, how the fuck you gonna try to resolve a true crime case? You have better luck resolving your own problems at your own home than trying to resolve a true crime case, because you could barely resolve your problems at home. Let's continue.
A photo on Instagram of her and her roommates. And that very same day, a noise complaint was called into Moscow police for the house on King Road.
Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect. You know why we're here?
And I assume noise.
Noise, yeah.
So ain't that weird?
5 days.
Ain't that weird how
her and her roommates. And that very same day, a noise complaint was called into Moscow police for the house on King Road.
Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect.
why Hunter Johnson is right there with Kiely? Like he's the boyfriend. Oh, but Hunter Johnson had a girlfriend. That don't mean shit. Hunter Johnson could be having a girlfriend and fucking Kiely too. What are you talking about? Why Hunter Johnson is out there with Kiely when she's going to talk to cops? He's playing out the paper like he's the boyfriend. That's what he's making it look like. Listen, if you're not my girlfriend and I don't have nothing to do with you and we're not fucking and a cop need to talk to you, girl, you're gonna talk to that cop yourself by yourself. Bye-bye. Talk to you when you're done. And Hunter Johnson step out with her like he's some kind of house authority in that house, or that he kind of like fucking with Kiely. Oh boy, he has a girlfriend. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? How come the Hunter Johnson is involved on everything in this case? How come nobody talk about this shit? Only here in On Point True Crime. How come the Hunter Johnson is so involved in this house? On everything that is a body cam, a cop body cam, Hunter Johnson is there. Every time it's a party in that house, Hunter Johnson is there. So you're gonna tell me that whenever the victims die, Hunter Johnson he was not there? It's multiple people that would have wanted to kill Kiely way before Bryan Kohberger. I repeat, it's way more many people that would have liked or loved to kill or hurt Kiely than a Bryan Kohberger. Between her own friends, lovers, haters, fuck buddies, fuck bitches. On everything, this house related, it seems there is a Hunter Johnson involved. So we could just agree to disagree that the night the Idaho 4 died, Hunter Johnson was inside of that house literally, way before the cops got there. The problem is how early. And y'all wanna see here? Y'all wanna see here and talk about Bryan Kohberger and him searching for porn and a fake new picture, fake. Yeah, they'll try to impeach Trump again. He used to by now, though. He used to by now. So Hunter Johnson, huh? Hunter Johnson.
Perfect. You know why we're here?
And I assume noise.
Noise, yeah.
Yeah.
5 days later, the night before classes started at the University of Idaho, Bryan Kohberger was pulled over less than 2 miles away from the King Road house. We've told you about that before. 5 days later, Dateline says Kohberger Googled, "When can a cop detain you?" Lately, I've been seeing some really amazing makeup trends on social media, but no matter the trend, I feel like there's always that one brand you come back to.
Yeah, of course, you can never lose. Like, you can never waste time to drop a commercial in the middle of information, huh? Yeah, I know. I don't got time for commercials. Google search and all this other shit do not tells you that Bryan Kohberger killed these people at all. But they say like, oh, but they compel everything, the amount, the whole full amount of everything together, still do not tell you that Kohberger did it. It only tell me that that's just a story put together that you created in your own head. You made your own fantasy become real with this story. This is someone else's fantasy, right?
Included pornography related to passed out, forced, drugged, and sleeping. And remember when Ann Taylor recently asked Judge Hippler to bar prosecutors from using 2 words to describe Bryan Kohberger?
Our request is that the court not allow the state to label him in testimony as a psychopath or a sociopath, because any kind of testing is unreliable. That would relate to, or that would become problematic.
That was that one part. That was that one part that Ann Taylor said that threw me off. So if any testing is unreliable, if any testing about it is not reliable, you can't even motion that shit. Ann Taylor. If it's no test that you could make and apply out there on Bryan Kohberger will define accurately his condition, why even put an emotion about it? You just said it yourself. I'm not making this shit up.
Our request is that the court not allow the state to label him in testimony as a psychopath or a sociopath, because any kind of testing is unreliable.
So any kind of testing that it could be done on Bryan Kohberger is not gonna definitely tell you his condition. So that argument right there, it voids and cancels the whole motion by itself. Y'all get that? I understand that the motion is to like put the court under the scope and be like, hey, they are gonna try to, they're already talking about him and social media and legacy media and true crime content creators are talking about him as a insane looking creepy guy, psychopathic. They're using already all these terms in the public media against Bryan Kohberger. So I understand that Ann Taylor is is here like, hey, I don't want the court. I don't want the judge I don't want prosecution to use some keywords they might trigger the jury. But at the same time, you cannot request to the court to drop the death penalty on a condition that you set yourself, that it don't matter what kind of test they could do on him, it won't mean shit, because no test could accurately define his condition. So why even making the motion? That was one of the first times that I thought that Ann Taylor was a fucking dumbass. That was one of those things. And she have done and have said certain things that have kind of like made me think twice. Like, I understand you part of the belly of the beast. I understand you part of the University of Idaho. I understand that you promise loyalty and secrecy to your Greek community and all the, but man, you said some stupid shit sometimes and at times. So you want to dismiss? No, you want the court to drop the death penalty, and you don't want the prosecution to call Bryan Kohberger a psychopath and all this other shit. But it's no test done on him. They'll tell you any opposite. I could hear Speak Van Holden talking in my ears. I told you she's bogus, Jrod. I told you. Big shout out to Speak Van Holden. Called me yesterday. But how you want a death penalty to be taken off the table because his condition is not proven? That's exactly what you say out your mouth. Ann Taylor, what the fuck? Jane is right. It's like, it is disturbing. It is fucking disturbing.
That would relate to, or that would become problematic within the rules of evidence to do so, and the inflammatory nature of those kinds of labels would.
I'm not aware of any.
Are you looking for the?
The judge is about to say, I'm not aware of whatever testing or anything done that corroborates with that. Let me just pass the commercial real quick to get back to it.
Testing that has been done that has reached that conclusion. Am I missing something?
You are not missing anything. There has not been any testing.
So you want the death penalty off the table, and you don't want the prosecution to call Bryan Kohberger retarded, because we don't know if he's retarded. Oh, don't call him a psychopath. Why? Because you don't know if he is. So if I don't know if he's a psychopath or not, I just can't say it. I just can't say it if I want to. That he might look a little psycho. Yeah, might be. I don't know. Listen, ladies in the chat, moderators, y'all know, I know. Y'all know, I know. But this shit right here, listen, Aunt Taylor, get the fuck out of here, Aunt Taylor. Oh man, listen, I'm losing the hope. I'm losing the hope. Aunt Taylor won the death penalty off the table and don't want the prosecution to call him whatever she don't want him to call him. But it's no test at all.
There has not been any labeling. This again is my opportunity to bring a preventative motion to protect Mr. Kohberger's constitutional rights.
We may now know why Ann Taylor made that request. Dateline reports that in late September, Kohberger Googled sociopathic traits in college students. And later in October, Kohberger Googled,
because he's a teacher that wants to know which one of his students is a psychopath. Why we are talking about this shit?
can psychopaths behave prosocially? Now, it's not clear if these searches were related to his coursework, himself, or something going on in class. Kohberger was certainly having.
So if you don't know about it, if you just admit to the whole world that you don't know if this has anything to do with his understudies, why are you even gonna mention it as part of the 9 leaked details in the Bryan Kohberger case? You see how you play people? Can you see how you clickbait people to think stupid? Stupid. Oh man, listen. True crime could be very torturing. Yes, I admit. True crime niche could be very, very torturing. Yes, it is. Very torturing. It is.
Having a rough time adjusting to life at Washington State. He was a teaching assistant, and in early November, WSU faculty met with him about an improvement plan after he met a student at her car and gave her the creeps. After this, there were more visits to Moscow.
That they had a meeting with him because he met a student in her car and he gave her the creeps. You know the girls always gonna say that about a guy that did that and they don't like. Girls will always say that about someone that does that same thing he did. Approach while she was going to her vehicle. Approach. And just because you did not like the guy, you didn't like, you know, his face, you don't find him cute, You don't find him interesting. You don't find him as a value there. And you just don't like the guy. You probably have already a reference because your friends don't like him, you don't like him or whatnot. And he tried to approach you and whatnot for whatever reason, and you already don't like the guy. 9 times out of 10, that female is gonna say, "Oh yeah, that was creepy." No, bitch, you fucking creepy that you think like that, idiot. It's weird. Like, I'm telling you. We love y'all females. You know that the world cannot be the world without females. And you know we love y'all. We appreciate you and we support you. But is some females out there, some that really like to manipulate people's opinion or people's thinkings against other people. And they say certain things, and just because they are a female, people gonna believe exactly what the fuck they say. Either matter if they lying. Just because they a female, they get a pass. Like, I don't fuck no.
With Kohberger's car pinging off the cell tower that covered the King Road house. That's something we've told you about many times, that an FBI analyst will testify.
Yeah, Amy, it's like if you do Google searches and shit, now that's a fucking now everybody's a fucking criminal for doing a fucking Google search. Are you fucking serious? It's like the government try to use lyrics from a rap song against a criminal. Stupid. A rap song is created. It could be factual, it could not be factual, but you cannot, just because a rap song says something that a crime happened in a particular way, that what the song says, it doesn't mean that either the person that created the song or anyone around it had anything to do with that crime. It could be pure coincidence, and I don't believe in coincidences at all whatsoever. But when you created a song, when you created a rap song, it's an art. It's a song. It is something that it was put out there for entertainment. It's an art. Even if he had anything to do with a crime, you can prove that shit. You cannot prove that shit at all whatsoever. Because the person could be just fucking lying out his ass and just talking about a story that he heard. It's fucking stupid. So it's like now because man is searching porn in the web, now we criminals. All the toxic alpha males always want to get his dick whacked. What the fuck? Come on, man. It's certain things that in the way y'all talk, it's like I call it Democrat talk. I call it Democrat talk because only the Democrat Party talking ways that they not making no sense, but the face, like the poker face, like when they talking to you and they telling you all this other nonsense, they tell you all this other nonsense, this literally bullshit. We a serious face, like, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. You best believe me. Dead ass type of shit. Like, what the fuck?
By that Kohberger.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. The people that don't have no fucking morals, they just gonna put shit out there that they don't even know if it's true. They just don't give a fuck, even what was the angle of it.
Kohberger's phone was in the area of the King Road house on 23 occasions from July until November 7th, 2022, and these visits were late at night. No one has ever said whether the car stopped near the house or not. Dateline also reports that investigators found several Instagram photos of.
That's what I'm trying to. Listen, me and Amy Conway, we agree in this one statement right here. If they have any proof, any solid evidence that these men committed this crime, we wouldn't be talking about right now about a plea agreement to save this man's life. You understand that? The state don't have not one piece of solid evidence, because not even the IGG, not even the IGG, not even the so-called chief. Thank you, baby. Oh my God, baby, babe, they're gonna think on the live stream that I'm a fat ass, cause babe, I was eating steak and pasta salad when I started the live stream, and now they're gonna see me with bam. Love you, babe. Bam. Oh, bam, bam, bam. Baby, you the best, honey. Y'all gonna call me fat ass. Like, I already hear it. Like, Jrod Point eat so. Listen, Jrod Point in 3 hours eat 2 plates. Oh, Jrod Point, he be live for 3 hours, and in 3 hours he eat 2 plates. First he eats some steak with some pasta salad. Now his wife came out of nowhere and be like, here, babe, just because I love you. My wife loved me though. I'm a lucky man. I'm trying to tell the world, I'm the luckiest man in the world. I don't know about you, but I am the luckiest man in the world. And I recognize that though. Y'all want to fry? Yeah. Fry. Yeah, open your mouth. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. It's a good fry. Num nums. Eating good in the neighborhood. But you see though, here's the thing. Y'all know that we've been talking about this. We've been talking about, Jrod, why won't you spend more time with us? Why won't you be more live more often? So that's what I'm doing. I'm creating like a new live show. That's what we did today. We created a new live show that is gonna be an IRL live stream, different than what we do when we do a live stream on a particular topic. This is an open topic, trending topics. The link is up there, and the link for the panel is up there. If anyone want to come and talk their shit, don't get blocked. Y'all told me to come here and come and hang out. So I even yesterday I was live yesterday, Mother's Day with y'all. I brought the couch, changed the style of the studio a little bit, changed the position of the camera, set up the couch, brought out the mic. I have a mic. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I got the mic. Yeah. sitting at the couch with the laptop, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, kicking, falling back, talking to the people. So this is what we do now. We're gonna do more IRLs. I'm gonna be here with you a little bit more often. We're gonna be talking about many topics in YouTube true crime. We're gonna be talking about YouTube true crime, and probably we're gonna end up talking about things that are not even YouTube true crime. But again, I'm trying to stick to my niche. Try to stick to true crime and then stay with true crime. I think true crime is a type of niche that is very, very, very fluid. It happens every day. It's always something new in true crime. It's people at this day to day. Second, can we talk burgers? You got cheese on that? No cheese. It's a sloppy Joe. Typical American sloppy Joe. Bam, bam, bam. Got the fries. Crunchy too. Want some? Yeah. A little bite. I'll bite. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. IRLs more often. Today's the number one. And try to make it last. Probably gonna stay here for a while. You got a lot of things to talk about. Listen, man. Y'all want me to be here. And just because y'all want me to be here, I will be here. Because without you is no me, it's no me without you. And Jen said like, oh, yums. And we come and say, oh, sloppy Joe. Not Joe Biden. Sloppy Joe. No sleepy Joe. Sloppy Joe. Yeah. So yeah, this is the number one though. This is the True Crime Trending Topics with Jrod on Point Volume 1. This is gonna be IRLs. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about everything and anything related true crime. You know, we could be talking about the Idaho 4. We could go back and talk about the Kiely Rodni case. We're probably gonna take a little look at that in a little bit. We could talk about the Karen Reed case. We could talk about Luigi Mangiani. We could talk about I don't know, the Long Island serial killer, the now the new upcoming situation going on in New England, the New England serial killer. You know what I mean? Is plenty other cases out there. Is the case of the father that went and kill a cop because the day before the cops somehow on a chase, the cops end up killing his son. You know what I mean? Is many, and as we speak, is more happening every hour as we speak. It's always something happening. So I believe that doing these true crime trending topics live by volumes, I think that is gonna create a great concept that I think probably other content creators could look at and be like, you know what, that might be something that I want to do too. And it just go live. Just go live. Turn on your camera and just go live. Talk about true crime. It's gonna be days that we're gonna go live and we're just gonna talk about the Idaho 4 case, and in that live stream we're just gonna talk about the Idaho 4. But I believe that doing this type of live streams that is like open topic or whatever is trending, and it's open panel for whoever to want to come and pop out and talk to me and have a little cameo on the show and just hang out and talk shit, don't get blocked. I think that's a good opportunity that creates it. I think if you ask me, it creates community, because we already have amazing moderators, amazing subscribers, amazing members. So might as well, let's keep pouring water on the seas that we have right now. Let's keep, and the way we pour water and we revitalize our own little community, it just being consistent. I haven't dropped videos like in 3 to 4 days. I'm just giving the video side of things a chance, for people to catch up with the content and whatnot. But we're gonna keep dropping. We're gonna keep dropping legendary content, and we're gonna keep dropping more court hearings clips for everyone to do their homework on this case. Okay, give me 1 second. Thank you. And Jane, have a good night. I know it's pretty late in the UK right now. Jane, thank you so much for passing by and hanging out with us. We appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here on the live stream. We're gonna see you soon. Good night, sweet dreams, and thank you for coming. Thank you for being a wonderful friend and family of this show. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Jane. Thank you for being here. Sweet dreams, and have a good night. While we continue here, we're talking about the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case as we speak. Let's continue.
Female students from Washington State University and the University of Idaho on Kohberger's phone, and that some of those students were friends of and Instagram followers of Maddie, Kiely, and Xana.
They're lying. The question is, why Law&Crime is going to put themselves in a position of lying to the people after it was already confirmed in court that it was no link to no one, not the victims nor friends of the victims. So it's like they using Law&Crime after the facts were dropped in court. Now they come here to TV and undo the facts. You understand me? Because they already said the facts in court is no connection. So then the only way to undo that fact in the people's mind is bring back the lie. So people forget what was said in court. This is some mental fuckery shit. And Law&Crime is behind on these agenda in this propaganda and this mental manipulation. how this content creator just because she worked for Law&Crime or the Star Network gonna go against her own morals, and after she heard, because if she been paying attention to the Idaho for Bryan Kohberger case, she heard in court there is no connection, confirmed by experts. But then she gonna come to her show and try to undo the facts. I'm watching you very close, uptight.
Now, when it comes to the night of the murders, Dateline revealed investigators' theory about the intended target, and they also revealed details that only the killer would know. They believe Maddie Mogen was the target, but they don't know when she.
You see how they use news media outlets to keep you away from the truth? They said that Maddie was the target. So if Maddie was the target with Maddie's, if they said that Maddie was the target with Maddie's DNA on her fingernails, it would have closed this case. Because even the cops would have recognized that Maddie was the target. Her fingernails would have give you the killer. But we have this idiot from Law&Crime lying to you, saying, oh, they believe that Maddie was the target, to keep you away from the real target, that it was Kiely, and the real motive for this death. So saying like we believe that Maddie was the target, it divert people from the truth, because they don't know the truth. They're just gonna believe anything they tell you. But someone like me that has investigated already could tell you they lying to you and try to keep you away from the truth, that the target was Kiely and not Maddie. It was Kiely the whole time. But this is their way to play mind games with you, hiding the truth with a fucking lie. This is why I tell you that they already know the truth and they hiding it. Because you cannot tell a lie without knowing the truth, because while you lying, you could tell the truth by mistake, because you don't know the truth. Get that? Not a lot of people, not a lot of people gonna know that, because ain't no one here. Listen, the majority of true crime content creators don't really give a fuck about investigating, putting their neck on the line for a criminal case. They all just want to talk the basics and shit, and what they think. Oh, I believe. I should fuck up with what you believe. Shit, fuck out of here.
Could have caught Kohberger's eye. They believe she was the target since the killer went to her room, but didn't expect Kiely Gonsalves to be there, which threw off his plan.
What make you think that, you fucking stupid? And what make you think that? What make you think that? That right there, what y'all said right there, is some fantasy shit. So they don't have no facts to even think that. Literally, they don't have no facts to even think that. You want to talk about psychopaths? The news media outlets is the prime example of psychopathic behavior. A psychopath and narcissist, no morals type of shit. Because again, if you are the best, if you are a pro, and if you are the best in the business on what you do, how the fuck you say the shit that you say out your mouth after everything that it has come out in court? You should look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, am I really saying all this stupid shit on national television? And I'm expecting people to believe this shit. I don't even believe this shit. And I'm expecting people to believe what I'm saying. And people call me a piece of shit. I mean, I call piece of shit to myself. I'm a piece of shit. But damn, I'm not that type of piece of shit. Again, it's like I tell you, I have kids. I don't lie. Oh, what you mean? Because you have kids, you don't lie? Because I don't lie. I don't. Parents that love their children could tell you, we don't lie. If we don't want our kids to lie, how are we going to lie to our kids? Listen, my kids even know about Santa Claus and shit. They know. You want to know Santa Claus? Right here. You want to know Santa Claus? The donations from YouTube, the donors, members, subscribers, moderators that have donated. That's Santa Claus. My kids know. My kids know. Ain't no real fucking Santa Claus. They know Santa Claus is mom and dad. That's what they know. Yeah, so like that, if they don't behave well, do you want Christmas this year? Because it's not like you believing on these crazy cuckoo ass dude that he comes from the North Pole on a fucking with deer Rudolph the deer reindeer. Oh, I'm not gonna behave because Santa Claus comes anywhere. Anyway, Santa Claus don't have nothing to do with mom and dad. Psych. Best behave. If you don't behave, ain't no Santa Claus this Christmas. And they know. They know shit. Santa Claus is mom and dad. We better behave. If we don't behave, it's no Christmas this year. Ain't no Santa Claus had to do with this Christmas. Listen, it gets to a time or point in your life that you tell the truth so many times, like you just get used to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And believe me, when you even try to lie, you feel guilty as fuck. I don't want my kids to lie to me. Why I'm gonna lie to my kids? I want my subscribers to love me for who I am. I want my subscribers, moderators, and members to love me for who I am and how I am. Why I'm gonna lie to y'all? Why I'm gonna come here and give y'all this Hollywood industry character, talking very industry, talking very birdie, You know what I mean? Big shout out to all small content creators. And big shout out from all those TikTok content creators that now are coming here to YouTube because their TikTok journey did not work. So of course, let's go to YouTube to see if it works. And then they bring their community from TikTok to YouTube. They have a pretty big community on TikTok. They bring it to YouTube, and then people, stupid motherfuckers here in YouTube, see a brand new content creator going up in views and going up in subscriptions right there and then, but they don't understand they came from TikTok. That's why they just started yesterday. They have all those views and all these other shit because they link their shit to TikTok, and there you go, a whole bunch of fucking views. I don't have no TikTok. I don't mess with TikTok. Listen, I'm not gonna sell my soul to TikTok when I'm an X.com guy. I am a Elon Musk guy. I'm a TikTok not hater, but I refuse to put content in TikTok. My wife loves TikTok, but just because she loves TikTok don't mean that I love TikTok. No. TikTok is very weird, very trolly. And if you ask me, content creators in TikTok, especially the true crime content creators in TikTok, are weird as fuck. Are super fucking weird. They're weird. It's like, you see how some of these people talk and act like, and you could tell that it's all a character. They're not being themselves. They don't know how to be themselves because they're weird. Listen, not a lot of people could do what we're doing here right now. Just turn on the camera and just be you. Why they can't do that? Because they're weird. They're weird. They're awkward. They empty. They don't really have shit going on in their lives. So when they live stream, and you could tell they don't have shit going on. So of course they're not gonna go live to show to the world why that they don't have shit going on. You could tell when someone don't got shit going on. You could tell. You could tell when some of these guys don't have a good woman or a good girlfriend at home. Their kids don't know how to behave, and that's why they can go live all the time. Listen, my kids are content creators. My kids are content creators. So they love to have the camera turned on. And when I'm live with Daddy's Live, they love it. And my kids are well behaved. I could turn the camera on and you don't hear a crazy house in my house. You don't hear a crazy house. You don't hear a whole bunch of people yelling and shit and all this other shit. Because we are a normal family. I'm done. So much food for today. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, I eat once a day. I snack. But 9 times out of 10, every day I eat one meal a day. Today I ate 2 meals. I feel like a fat ass. But yeah, let's see. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Amy Conway is back. Oh, you're good though. You're good. You're good. You're good. Everyday brothers. Unfortunately, yes. It's always some new true crime cases. I think that's why it's a good thing for us to I don't know, grow the community in a more consistent way. So I think that's why I created true crime trending topics, TCTT, could call it TCTT, with Jrod on point. Because I think this is gonna be is the wave. Is the wave. It's like podcasting is dying down, and streaming is what is streaming is where it's at. IRL streaming, just turn on your stream and do what you do. Turn on your stream and play your games. Turn on your stream and just talk to your chat, or just, you know, watch videos or whatever you want to watch and talk about and stuff like that. And hopefully your community, you know what I'm saying, reciprocate the concept and whatnot. And I think this is what we're gonna do. I gotta set up a day for something like this. I think I'm not gonna set up days. I think I'm just gonna pop up. I think I'm just gonna pop up. I think I'm just gonna pop up, turn on the camera, and get going. Cause it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day that I just wanna like keep it to myself and just fall back, kick my feet, and go to sleep. It's gonna be a day that I just, you know what? The Idaho 4 is some headache though. I don't know if, listen, I don't know if y'all feel how I feel. But sometimes I feel that the Idaho 4, it just cause the evil intentions. It's a thing that when people talk with an evil intention, you could feel the vibe. You could feel the vibe, especially when you already know something and someone is trying to convince you about something that you already know is not what they say, is not even close to how they say it. I think that it will be, I think that it would be very, very tough for me if you ask me. It'll be very, very tough for me to sit here and talk about the Idaho 4 every single day. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not able to do that. I'm not. Sit here and talk about an Idaho 4 case that is a lie. Top to bottom, it's a lie. It's just everything that everyone was told about this case is a lie. It's a case built on the lie. So how Like, how can we even process or analyze something that is based on a lie? That's why for me it's so torturing when I have to listen to the content creation of other fellows content creators. It's torturing because I know that they giving opinions of what the information or what the public information available. So I have gotten to a point that I have to literally fall back and understand that due to these people do not know, I cannot hold that against them. Like, I cannot hold against people, against content creators, their takes and what they say, because they don't know. They literally are doing a guessing game. They just don't know. So then people like us that we already know, that we've been knowing that this is just like literally almost set in stone about what really going on with the Idaho for Bryan Kohberger case. That's why these people sound so weird to us, because it's like, damn, how can you even, because it's like, even if you put the public information available, even if you put together information based on the public information, is details that I have run through people and they be like, damn, but I missed that detail. It's like, of course, because you miss a detail, you miss the whole spectrum of the whole case. And it is just like that. You miss one detail of the case, the whole case gets thrown off just because you miss one little detail. I have known content creators that I share details that are public information. I'm talking about public information details they've been out there, and I shared that information with some content creators, and it's like, man, this is the first time I hear that shit. It's like, what you mean? But this is the same content creators that said that they investigated this case since day one, and they still, at this day today, still missing details of this case. I think that was enough for one day of the Idaho 4. What else we got there on the docket, though? What else is out there on the docket? What else? My boy Tough Tino is live. Big shout out to Tough Tino. Let's see what he's talking about. Big shout out to Tino.
Comfortable. We saw that picture.
He's talking about the Tory Lanez.
Where he was with them guys, right? This picture dropped.
Big shout out to Tough Tino. Let me say what's up to my guy. Hopefully he sent me a shout out.
Where my son was in there, he's showing off his little biceps. My son been doing the little trapezius exercises and shit. You know, sometimes you get too close to people, bro. Like, I know you can't, you know what I mean, like really stay off to yourself in jail, but bro, you always gotta watch your back, man. On my soul, Tory Lanez tried to take that dude. Champion. Champ. Jesus Christ. Well, or maybe they tried to take his, champ. That nigga some
Right.
singing ass nigga. I put him in dinner. They was like,
He
yeah,
tried to resist
sing
and
that
got
shit.
oh.
It could be a lot of things, champ, all right? It could definitely be a lot of things. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. This nigga right here is Medea, champ. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hold on. All right, so look. Tell him who we got on the line.
Hey man, it's Brick, not the trick, man. You already know it's
Oh, Brick in the building.
Brick.
My son Brick got sent that 5,000, and now this nigga's on the phone every other day. I see how it works, Brick baby. Brick baby.
Let's see if Stino,
Brick
let's see if
baby's a friend
Stino
as long as you
send
giving him
us a
bread,
shout out,
champ.
a live shout out.
1607 Unc stopped giving them bread, it was a problem. You know what I'm saying? As soon as niggas give him bread again, he back your friend, champ. I'm not gonna hold you. They say it was 6 people hurt in this tomfoolery. Champ, what was it? A melee? What was it? A melee, champ? Was it a goddamn riot? Jesus Christ, bro.
Brick in the building, man. Brick, what's going on, man?
Oh man, just tapping in, seeing what's up with my brother. I just got cussed out for Remo for being less of a friend.
Let's see if Stino send us a shout out.
I'm like, man, why? He ain't called me in a minute.
Bro, he's in jail. He busy, nigga. He said busy. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Hey, I got Ross, Troutler Ross here, Flacco here, Bro Rogan here.
Hey, we trying to line up.
So that's who that is, Bro Rogan. That's who this dude is right here with the Farmer Joe's on, with the Oshkosh Bigosh. Jump on, champ. Champ.
We lining up the interview with Ross, Remo, and
That nigga name is Ho Rogan, champ. I'm not
He's
gonna Ho Rogan. That's his name from now on. Champ.
Talking about Tory Lanez.
This call is from a federal prison.
hey, Remo, we trying to do that Tuesday.
Yeah,
We trying to
let's
do it
do
Tuesday.
Nah, for sure, bro. We miss you like a motherfucker out here, bro. It ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same.
Man, this shit boring now, Brick.
This shit boring now without you, Brick. I ain't gonna hold you.
We need a top out, man.
Oh, man.
We ain't talking about these haters, man. These haters, they be DMing these federal pages, man. You got it.
We staying off that shit. We staying off that shit.
It's all love and light when we get out. You already know we some hell of a niggas regardless, man. I ain't talking about nobody else up here, though.
Yeah,
man, this shit boring, man. Listen, bro, I'll be real though, bro. Like
this shit boring without you crashing out in North Perks, champ. It's very boring.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what is Flacco gonna do to bring entertainment? He barely entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the only entertaining one that's left up there is Lush now. Like,
correct.
Lush been making the viral shit happen, bro. But it's like, when your favorite clown is not at the circus, champ. You know what I'm saying? It feels like that. Like, damn, bro. Like, I just want to see you shuck and jive, champ. I just want to see you shuck and jive. There's nothing wrong with that, champ. With a little bit of shuck and jive.
how like LA, like YouTube used to have like a different storyline and every day, bro. That shit going down, my nigga. But listen, bro, niggas, it's just bro.
Brick, I ain't gonna lie, niggas. You such a giant in this that this got boring without you out this. Bro.
Hey man,
glazing my son.
Oh, nah, man.
Oh man. Shout out to DW and P Nice, man. Shit. So what you be keeping over like what's going on in the blog?
Yo, Tory just got stabbed, man.
You seen that Tory Lanez got stabbed up in jail?
Whoa, Tory Lanez got stabbed on the 50-50 yard.
Yup, that nigga. But this morning. That nigga he headed to LA hospital right now.
Oh wow, they buzzed down Tory. What they busted? They took his story shit. They don't nobody know what happened.
We don't know the full details yet.
Well, wait though. Tory dropped a Kendrick Lamar diss track like a month ago. Brick, you feel me?
My son brain think about conspiracy first. Never said like yes. Let's talk about the amazing shit. Nah, it can't be son just owed somebody some bread and was paying for protection and couldn't do it no more. It couldn't be.
He could have looked at somebody wrong.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. How about it was somebody that was related to Meg that was locked up in there, champ?
Correct. Could be anything. So we not putting a name on anything, but
Nah, bro, it could be a bunch of things, bro. It could be a bunch of reasons why Tory sustained such injuries, champ. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, they tried to take some life. Seven
Oh, yeah.
times, 7 times in the back, 4 times to the torso, 2 times to the back of the head. It's crazy
Damn.
work. I'm not gonna hold you. It's crazy work. They tried to get him up out of here, champ. On my soul. Who is the man in the overall jumpsuit? That is Ho Rogan, champ. That is Ho Rogan.
Yo,
champ.
big shout out to
Brick
Stino
after they
though.
take
Big
his
shout out to
store, they tried
Stino.
to take his life. On my soul. On my soul. That shit don't sound like it was a give me something and then it turned into something. Nah, it sound like they probably tried to just take him out. It probably was no ifs,
So
ands,
it
or
seems
buts
that they
about
try
that.
to they
They
try
want
to
his son
really
up out of
kill
there.
Tory Lanez.
Now,
Like
was
I
he
told
popping
ya.
it in there? Was he acting like he was John Blaze? Who knows, champ? Who knows? Flacco got his finger on the pulse of the nation of Turdistan. Yo, Flacco wants so bad for everybody to catch Rico so he can make $1 million, bro. On my
Yo, big shout out to Stino. Big shout out to Stino. Big shout out to Stino. Oh, they got something. They got something. They got something here about the Diddy case, but we already talked about that. We gonna leave some of like that for later, some other day. What else is out there though? There's a lot of Diddy case out there today though. Everybody talking about it. Cameron snaps on the academics. You won't violate stat baby. Yeah, cause I guess the academics he think he's something. I don't know what he think he is. But it seems that he thinks that he's above of common sense, and I guess he trying to go at it. We Cameron's host stat baby. But then the thing is that academics talks like on some tough shit, like he gonna do something about it, and it's just ignorant shit though. We already know is the academics is everything that it comes out of him that is all everything some ignorant shit. What we got here? Hold on. Big shout out to Byron Blake. Big U representing himself in court. That shit crazy. Well, Seti Nash is decent the day on Mona Duke and Youngin. That's crazy. That's crazy. Big shout out to Seti Nash though. Big shout outs to him though. Big shout out to Seti. This shit crazy though. Yo, big shout out to Flacco. Flacco got something here about the P Diddy case, but I don't want to go back to that. We already spoke about that. Ikmail, big shout out to Ikmail. Ikmail is live right now. He said, Brodell busted, FBI standoff, arm, barricade, swap, illegal casino in California. You know, Ikmail, he always working, man. He always working. Big shout out to Ikmail. He always working. He always working, man. This is some graphic details exposed. All right, all right. It's all about Diddy today, though. Like, let's see what they say about it, though. Let's see. Hold on.
And the opening statement.
Hold on. Let's see what they're working on. TMC, don't strike me, though. Stop playing with me. Don't strike me.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here. Charles here. The Diddy trial is underway. There have been opening statements, and there is now testimony in the case. And the opening statements kind of predictably laid out the prosecution's case and Diddy's defense.
But what the prosecutors started with a bang, with a statement that clearly they knew would get a lot of headlines, but more importantly, get the attention of the jury, talking about details, graphic details from the freak-offs. And
we should warn the people watching this, this is going to get graphic.
Right. As there's a reason that they last week kept saying that to all the prospective jurors, it will be graphic. What was said this morning by the prosecution said that Diddy hired escorts for these freak-offs, and that it wasn't just sex. There were other acts that were going on. The one they said that really got everyone's attention, they claimed that he hired escorts, on one occasion, hired an escort and forced him to urinate on Cassie. And that he forced not only the escort to do this, but Cassie is the way the government lays it out.
So we talked about this in our morning meeting today. So let's just be real here. This is shades of R. Kelly. And that
reason they brought that up first.
I mean, I don't think there's any question that R. Kelly paints a picture that kind of resonated with everybody. And the prosecution came out of the gate with something that sounded similar.
They want to show him, they want the jury to see him see Diddy parallel to R. Kelly, who everyone knows is going to be in prison for almost.
Yeah, they want P Diddy to look like as kinky as possible. Yeah, that's what it is. They want. Listen, they're gonna say the most foul shit about Diddy. They're gonna listen. If they have to say that he was eating horse poop. Listen, if they have to say that Diddy forced people to eat, like, listen, they are not. Listen, they are not gonna have no mercy of him at all. They are not. They are not. Listen, they gonna listen. They gonna dare to say, listen, he used to force people to drink baby oil. I bet you, listen, I bet you that's gonna come out one day. And I'm only joking. Listen, if that shit ever come out for real, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm only joking. But just imagine they say like, yeah, he forced prostitute to drink baby oil. That'll be low.
almost all the rest of his life.
And so,
and so if you got him convicted,
of course, and that's
you want it right,
and that's effective.
Yeah.
They also, and I think this is going to become a really important part of this case on both sides. The prosecution painted Diddy as a
Man, I ate twice today. I'm already feeling it. Like, listen, I'm crying over here and shit. And I think it's time for my nap. I think it's just that though, because I always eat once a day. Today I ate twice. It feels so good, like for a nap right now. But wake up, Jrod. You're working right now.
violent, jealous man who could not handle any attention heaped on Cassie by any other man.
right? And that was part of their argument around the videotape, which obviously they mentioned as well. They talk about that beating, and the government was setting up what they know that Diddy's side is going to say this was not.
Hold on, we gotta see that again. Hold on. This is the run of shame. The run of shame right here.
They talk about that beating, and the government was setting up what they know that Diddy's side is going to say this was not about forcing her to stay. This was an argument about jealousy, about she thought I was, found another phone number. So the government is trying to rebut that already. Right?
Well, yeah,
Saying,
and the defense already came out of the gate in their opening statements addressing that, and they are saying that Diddy is a violent man. They said that he has a huge anger issue, controlling his temper.
They said there's domestic. Yes, they said yes, there was domestic violence.
That's the key. That's the key. They are saying that this relationship was steeped in domestic violence, and they're alleging on both sides it was the nature of their relationship. Now, domestic violence is a crime, but it's a state crime. He's not being prosecuted
that's not
for
what
that.
He's being prosecuted
So
for. And they
that's
also
where
reminded the jury of that.
And that's why they're raising it right now. They're saying,
Amy said, brother, you think Ben left Jrod because of the Diddy information? Nah. Listen, Ben Affleck, he rather fuck the babysitters than fuck J-Lo. J-Lo, listen, he been cheating on J-Lo for a long time. At least that's the word in the street. I'm not saying shit. It's the word in the street. That Ben being like cheating on J-Lo, like we fucking 18-year-olds and shit, and like young girls. Shit, it was someone that he was talking about some crazy shit, but I'm not gonna talk about that here right now. But Ben Affleck, he been cheating on J-Lo for a long time. Like she was just like a name. She was just like a trophy to have type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, these rich guys, they don't. Yeah, that Diddy stuff, it was like a cherry on top. You know what I mean? It was like, oh shit, now you're giving me another reason to stay the fuck away from you. You know what I mean? But yeah, Ben, he just like any other drunk.
saying, look, we're conceding it. There was a lot of domestic violence, they say, on both sides. But if you want to target Diddy for a domestic violence abuser, guilty as charged. It's just he's not charged here. This would have been a state crime. It's not your job. Right. So they're coming out of the gate trying to diffuse what they know is coming next, which is the Cassie video.
Right. Yeah. And look, I think that's a pretty sound strategy to basically concede on the issues that they can't really win. There was some violence. That video tells a pretty vivid story, but that's not what he's on trial for.
You see, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's not for what he's in
However, I
trial
think the
for. He literally grabbed her by her hair and just slam her on the floor. He just grab her by her hair right there. It's like when he grabbed her by her hair and just literally. That shit crazy. Yeah, but you see, he's not on trial for this though. The only reason why they do using this is as a character, is about his character and as an emphasis to, like, you know, having prostitute male and female prostitutes in the room doing freak offs and shit, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that shit crazy. And then he tried to say, and then Diddy tried to say that he did that because she stole some shit from him and shit like that. Like, come on, man, stop being petty, bro. Like, for real, this shit crazy. That shit crazy. What else out there? What else out there? Big shout out to Nikki at night. Big shout out. She's live right now. Character assassination, anything you do and say, it will be used against you. Yeah, I know. That shit crazy, though. That shit crazy. First witnesses testify. That shit crazy. We had duty. Oh my God.
Can you tell?
They always say shocking new evidence released in the Idaho fall, and it's no fucking evidence at all. Like, I really don't get how they gonna call evidence information that is not even evidence. It's weird. It's for real weird when we're talking about people that they call themselves the best in the business, talk very incoherent. It just doesn't make no sense. Yeah, I was looking like I was looking at the Idaho full roster. Let's see what we got here. On the Idaho full roster, what we got here? What we got? What we got here? What we got here? What we got here? Sherlock Rome's Idaho 4 trifling USB treasury. It's a short video. What are you talking about?
Apparently,
it has to do with the Idaho 4. I'm not subscribed to this person. I really don't know this person. 1.9 subs. All right, big shout out to Sherlock Rums. See what Sherlock Rums had to say about the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case. Let's see what the Idaho roster. Let's see what the Idaho 4 roster have for us today. Let's take a look at that though.
One would think it would be fairly simple. You just extract the phone and keep a chain of custody of the data and who has it, whose hands touched it, dates and times and all that good stuff. It's not that simple in the Idaho 4 case. Nothing is in this case. Apparently, the FBI felt it necessary to take everything off of Bryan's phone and put it onto a USB drive. And there's no accountability or accounting at all for where this USB drive was before it got to Detective Mowry at the FBI. A couple of days, could be weeks. Who touched it, who looked at it since then before it got to Detective Mowry? Nobody knows. We have no way to know any of that information other than we trust the FBI's word. Once again, that, well, we just didn't look. We wouldn't look at that, would we? Why would we do that? Not to mention, this would be a huge problem in a preliminary hearing, right? Let's hypothetically say that Bryan was never robbed of his preliminary hearing. Let's say he got his preliminary hearing. Well, that would be a big deal because there's no way to prove, there's no chain of custody of this USB drive. Because the FBI chose to take his phone data and put it on a USB drive, there's no way to prove that what's on the USB drive is even a true and accurate reflection of that data from Bryan's phone in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no trust but verify, which is really the policy that chain of custody is all about. There's no way to. So if that came out in a preliminary hearing, if he got a fair, open, public, transparent preliminary hearing, that would have worked in his favor. I mean, this whole mess could have been avoided with an open, transparent preliminary hearing. What's a preliminary hearing? Preliminary hearing is super simple. It is the one chance that any accused person gets to exonerate themselves before things get really serious. That's what a prelim is. It's very simple. The state has the burden at that hearing that these felonies were committed and this person committed those offenses. That's it. That's it. It's basically, if I could put it in one phrase, the police have to prove you committed a crime before they hold you in custody. That's it. That's all a preliminary hearing is. Super simple. Every American should get one. And they should never, ever be able to be taken away from you. It's ridiculous. So that's my main point. There's 360 million Americans in this goddamn fucking cesspool of a country. We all 360 million of us need to dedicate our energy and our time to two things. Number one, everyone gets a preliminary hearing. No more secret grand juries. Nada. No more. Gone. Dunzo. Goodbye. No more of that shit. You want to arrest someone? Show the goods. Show your work. Have integrity. Be a man. And own up to the arrest you made at a preliminary hearing. A public one. So that's number one. We need to get rid of secret grand jury indictments and grand jury indictments in general. They need to go. We need to make sure that happens as soon as possible. That is critical. Number two, no more confidentiality, no more FBI and intelligence agency or national security confidentiality for death penalty cases. If you want to kill someone with the state, if you want to end someone's life with the state and you don't even have a good case, then you don't get confidentiality. Not for national security, not for fucking nothing, son. No more. You show all your cards, you show your work, you show you're an honest investigator and that you're all honest civil authorities. You show that to us. We trust you, but we verify. There's nothing wrong with trust but verify. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Trust but verify is a great policy. You want to find out who you can't trust? The people who are telling you that trust but verify is a conspiracy theory, that trust but verify is a bad policy. It's not. It's the policy our judicial system was supposed to work on, and now it doesn't. Because the feds and all these intelligence agencies have their little national security confidentiality. Well, no, that's number two. No more in death penalty cases. If you want to kill someone, because they committed a crime, then you show your work. You show all your cards. You keep nothing. No more sealed hearings, nothing. Okay? Oh, and going back to number one, not only does everyone get a preliminary hearing, no more secret grand juries, but those prelims within 14 days of arrest. Every arrest, every American within 14 days. Nobody choosing between their constitutional rights. Nobody wondering, choose between speedy trial and, giving up effective assistance of counsel. No more. No more. Within 14 days, you show the goods if you got the goods. You made an arrest. You own the arrest warrant that you submitted to the court. That's it. How simple this could all have been to just, we could have avoided all this mess. How simple if we just had logic and common sense. Motherfuckers. Up.
Listen, man. Let's give Sherlock Holmes a round of applause. Listen, let's give Sherlock Holmes a round of applause, please. Come on, we need to give him a round of applause. We have to, come on, man. That video was potent. Listen, that video was poetic justice. Poetic justice. That video right there, poetic justice. He has won my live subscription. While everyone watching, he has gained my subscription. And I want everyone to go and subscribe. The link is in the chat. I want everybody to go and subscribe to Sherlock Holmes. That was good. I'll be in tune. I'll be paying attention. Big shout out to Sherlock Holmes. All right. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Okay. What else we got here? Hold on. I think it's time to change the title already. Because we did talk about the Idaho fall. We did talk about the Idaho fall. Bryan Kohberger case. And P. Diddy. What else we did talk about? I don't remember. I know we was talking about something else. Oh, the Tory Lanez. And Tory Lanez. Yeah, I think that'll be good for today, though, right? I think we came, spent time, we hang out. Yeah, I think that was good though. I think if you ask me, it was a good live stream. We not just spend time together, but we also talk about very good topics. If you ask me, very, very, very interesting. The reporter room bombshell, as always. Damn, it's always a bombshell with her, even though she's not talking about nothing. Coffin dagger. Idaho Fall massacre update. Big shout out to Murder Metal Mayhem. Big shout out to him. Oh shit, we're here, we're here, we're here. Okay, Idaho Fall, Bryan Kohberger, P. Diddy, Tory Lanez. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We here, we here. Idaho Fall Murders, the Dateline episode revealed quite a bit. Does it change your mind at all? Yeah, big shout out to Birdie though. Big shout out to Birdie. Big shout out to Birdie. He came from TikTok and brought his community here. Big shout out to him. I have not watched, but I pay attention. No hate. We always welcome everyone that wants to come from anywhere they want to come. And I mean, I have my personal opinions about it, but that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Harch. Harch Reality in the building. Big shout out to Harch. That awful story keeps changing. Bryan Kohberger targeting Maddie Morgan. Oh my God. How did I knew that Harsh would have come up with something like that? I mean, he didn't not came up with it, but I knew he was about to talk about it 14 hours ago. Big shout out to Harsh Reality, man. Keep up the good work. We could love and appreciate some good old daily dose of Harsh. And we still talk about the fucking pool party. When man, we were talking about the pool party in 2022. God forbid. Oh my God. God forbid that we change the topics. God forbid that we talk about something else after it's already debunked. Again, not talking shit about hard job, but I'm saying like, then we keep talking about the pool party, and that was a 2022. That was a 2022 topic, though. That was a 2022 topic. The picture. This one thing could change everything. The picture. You know what though? I probably watch it off live. out of the live stream. Amy Conway said, Birdie's new. Yes, I don't do TikTok, but I watch one bit. Yeah, I watch, I pay attention though. I pay attention. He's doing well. He's a new content creator, but he's doing well. He's doing way better than me. Big shout out to Birdie. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. You know, we welcome everyone. You know what I mean? I don't know if you watch Tommy Once Upon he had Birdie as a guest. It was interesting, brother. You should check it. But oh, Tommy. Yeah, Once Upon Crime. Yeah, big shout out to Tommy. How can we forget about Tommy? Big shout out to Tommy though. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good for today. I think we did a good live stream. We did good. I don't know. I do oh, I guess that's an image of oh, that's not it. That's a fire. Breaking news is a fire somewhere. Got you. Always with the breaking news. But big shout out to everyone watching. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to all the ladies that was in the chat. Big shout out. Big shout out. Big shout out. Big shout out. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for all those views. Thank you so much for the people that was in chat. The people that was watching in the background. Thank you for everything. Make sure to please send some love to the Cash App. Send some love. Send some love to the Cash App. It keep this channel, keep this family afloat. Thank you so much for your donations, and we very so much appreciate you. Make sure to please like, subscribe, and share the content, and also subscribe to On Point True Crime. As always, your favorite brother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep, Jrod Point. Listen, believe in yourself because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I ain't nothing special. I believe that you're going to take the best decisions in your life for yourself and for everyone around you. Take care of yourself and love yourself so you'll be able to take care and love others. And make sure you always come back, click like, subscribe, share the content, and stay together with the force. Jrod Point, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm going to leave you with your favorite song. My favorite song. You're so sexy. Have a good day, everyone. I'm going to see you soon.
Salga la luz, sexy millar. La que me tira a la guiña, aunque andes con su man, vamos a misionar.
Come over here and let me know your name, boy. Your sexy smile got me checking for your